You tucked in there. See how the sound is, if it's popping and crackling again. Mm. Yeah, we can hear you. Yay. Yeah. Hello. Oh, forgot all my stuff. All right, we got it now. Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? Man, today was amazing. Led us right into tonight's fellowship. All right. Let's see how the sound is. If it's too bad, then I'll put my headphones in again. You guys, if it's still popping, I did everything I could. I took my case apart. I cleaned out all the speakers and all the stuff. I mean, I have no idea if it's still doing it. And to be honest with you, I couldn't quite tell if it fixed it or not. So we'll see, huh? We'll see. Otherwise, I just got to wait for a YouTube update, I guess. We'll see if they update it. So what do you guys think, huh? Welcome, everybody. What do you guys think? Are you guys intelligent? Easy question, right? Go ahead and let me know. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, okay.
Guys, sling water on you?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's fine though. No big deal.
First time.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
So make sure I got chat going on here. And then let's see. Hey, you two. Cat fight, you guys. Cats are getting into it. Because this leads me to a absolutely fantastic parable in the Bible. And I believe it was in Luke. We'll have to find it. I think it's like it might be like Luke 17. We'll have to look it up. We'll have to find it. My poor old Bible's just barely hanging in by a thread. All right, you guys. All right. Well, you guys feel free to chime in whenever. And you guys want to tell me if you're intelligent? And then we can talk about it. Or if you're not intelligent, and then we can talk about it. Let's see what it was 17. Okay. What's up, you guys? So jam myself up in there while I'm reading this. Oh yeah, no, that's the kingdom of God which is within. That's right. That's also absolutely fantastic. Neither shall they say, Lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17:21. Absolutely amazing. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up, you guys. So anybody, is my chat working, you guys? I guess I'll go chat and make sure. I'll be right back. I can't get anybody to chat, so I'll chat myself and make sure chat's working. Ooh. Hey. Start off. Nice. Hey, well, what's up, everybody? Okay. Let's see now. What was I doing? You can test that, and you can also. Something else. What that was. Oh yeah, that's right. Right, this, so we can try and look up that verse. We're gonna try and find that parable so that way we can talk about it. What's up, guys? Let's see, VSP. Is my sound any better, VSP, for you? Or is it still popping and crackling, man? Oh my goodness. Cat fight. Hey, hey, you two. I tried to take my stuff apart and clean out my speakers and clean it all out, but I'm not sure if it fixed or not. It might be a YouTube thing. So if that didn't fix it, we'll just have to wait and see the next update. Popping. Yeah. Terrible, man. I don't understand it. Hmm. I could put my headphones in. That might help a little bit. I'll do that. Doesn't make sense, man. Be right back. We're back. Got nothing but old popping, crackling mic, y'all. That's just all there is to it. I don't know what to do, man. Just the way she goes. You guys hear me all right, though? All right. What up? What up, Lan? Hey, brother. What's up, you guys? Ben Day? Yeah, so VSP, you don't know if you're intelligent, huh? How could you know? That's a great point. How do you know you're intelligent? You guys? VSP makes a very valid point. How do you know you're intelligent? I'll tell you what, man, we get hot and then everybody disappears. We had like 30 people and then
that everybody goes. They're like, all right, never mind. We're done with that. We're done with this guy. Boring. Taha, what's going on, my friend? Sojo. All I have to do is look around the world for about 5 minutes and see the stupid things that people do. Well, indeed, that, brother. I'm not talking about other people in this case. This is more of an inner reflection type of scenario. So I do agree with what you're saying, though, Sojo. I completely understand. But it's more of what do you guys think about yourselves, and why do we think that about ourselves? Totally boring. I know. Boring is beautiful, isn't it, Lan? Boring is like, I mean, it doesn't get you guys. It doesn't get any better than boring. Boring is so good. Okay, let's see. Sir, why today's world so mean? You know what? I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's just evil in people. But if you don't if you don't let it affect you, then I mean, no, you don't you won't see it. It's not mean because it's nothing. That's if we don't think of ourselves in that way, there's nothing to be mean to. There's no one. Who are they being mean to? But yeah, it's evil. Just two devils fighting out there. So yeah, I look around at other people and realize they're dumb, and I'm even dumber than them. Yeah. Well, I look around, I see a lot of smart people, but it just seems like the smarter you get, the further away it takes you from God. I'm trying to look for this. Let's see. I guess I'll just have to search it directly what it is. Let's see. Maybe it was Matthew. Maybe that's why we read Matthew the other day. Let's see. Let's see. So it says the world is more wicked today than it ever has been in the history of humanity. Well, Sojo, I don't know because I don't know the hearts of all men, but I do see there's a lot of evil out there. For sure, without a doubt. No, no, that's not it either. So that one isn't it. Let's see. So it wasn't that one in Matthew. Where's let's see, who in here knows the Bible front to back? Guess I should have written it down. Huh? Maybe I did. Might have written it down. I just let's see if that's it. I did write some stuff down here for sure. Okay. Let's see. Not was this bad or worse in the days of Noah. I see a lot of people who rely on their own cleverness and think themselves clever, and to me, that's dumb. Yo, David, what's going on? Peace and blessings in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amazing, brother. Today is quantity evil, then was quality evil. Well, that's kind of deep. So, Joe, I know the Bible pretty well. I don't know what front to back. What's your question? Oh, okay. No, it's I believe it's a parable, and I think it's in Luke. I'm not sure, but it talks about sitting in the bridegroom's seat, and then if they have to ask you to move. It's just basically a story of why you shouldn't sit in the lead chair. You should be humble. It's basically just a story of being humble. But I don't know if you know that one. Peanut butter jelly time. It's okay to be Christian if I don't believe the Bible in its entirety, just some of the stories I can't accept, but the philosophy I can. Well, I can tell you this. God didn't tell you to worship the Bible. He just told you to worship God. So don't worry about it, man. Don't think about it. Don't even think about it as whether it is or it isn't. Just think of it as a road. It's a map to the treasure. Is all it is, brother. So, however, I will say that everything I've read in there is that has been shown to me is directly telling you to love all, return to the Father, all of what we talk about here. So all you need to know is love. Amazing. That's a story about being called to the front and not moving yourself to the head of the table, right? Yeah, something very much like that. And you sit in the furthest chair away. It says it's much better to sit at the back and be called forward. Yep, you know it, Sojo. You're exactly right, dude. Spot on. That's the story for sure. Do you know it? Do you know the chapter and verse where that comes from? I'm gonna look and see if it's Luke 14:7. I'm not sure if it is, but I'm gonna look. It could be. I thought it was in Luke because I know we were reading Luke the other day. Nope, that must have been something else somebody was telling me. Let's see. Literally the autobiography of God himself. Um, yeah, through the testimony of man for sure, Sojo, 100%. It's not really the autobiography because obviously he didn't write it. So, you know, but you know what I'm saying. I think you understand what I'm saying, right? Through testimony. See, God meets you where you are too. You don't get cleaned up to take a shower. You take a shower to get cleaned up. It's an analogy I always hear. Yep, I've definitely heard that one as well. You don't get cleaned up to take a shower. Well, that analogy refers to Jesus wants you to come to him just like you are, man. Just like you are, um, come to the Father. You don't have to change. Don't change. Don't try and change yourself to find God. God did write it. I guess we just have to disagree on that. As far as I know, disciples um, took the word that they got through prophecy and vision and teachings, and then they wrote it. So Luke 14:7-11, is it? Okay, well then that was it then. I'll be dang, man. I was right there and I didn't see it. Let me go back. Luke 14:7. Oh, well, that's 13. That would make sense. That was why I was looking at 13. Yep, that's right. I got it written down right here. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Sojo. Absolutely amazing. You guys want to hear this? Let's see. Timothy 3:16 states that all scripture is breathed out of God and profitable for teachings, for reproof, for correction, and for training in righteousness. Yeah, that seems legit. I can agree with that. hmm hmm Again, you guys, I 100%. It's a map to the treasure, but you guys have to understand this is where the problem comes in. When you guys put too much into the Bible like that, how you say it's the word of God, like I understand, but then people think that when they read it, they find God instantly. They don't understand that even though that is a map to God, Jesus is the bridge to God, but God is what you guys have to find. You must worship God, you must seek God all through Him, and then what's in the Bible you can understand. But you're not going to be able to pick up the Bible, start reading it, and understand God, you guys. It's just not going to happen. And if you're not paying real close attention, you're only going to find Satan in there. It will lead you straight to Satan because it'll lead you straight to thought, and then you'll be trying to interpret every single thing you read. And you mustn't do that, you guys. You must not interpret it in that way. Let God interpret it for you. Let the Holy Spirit interpret it for you. Automatic notification says read Jebediah 6:7. Jebediah 6:7, those who know. Well, can you put it up here so I can read it in chat? Can you just copy and paste it for me? Automatic, I would appreciate that. God is the author, just like George Clooney did not write his own autobiography, but he approved everything that went in it. I mean, I'm not, I do see, didn't he scald a couple of people that didn't follow his orders a couple times? And that story's actually, though, in the Bible, like it tells of him having someone do something and then they went against or something, but it's told in the way it's a tale in the Bible also. Not everybody obeyed, but some of the stories in there are about disobedience. Am I wrong? You guys tell me. Let's see. For prophecy, David said, for prophecy never had its origin in human will, but prophets through humans spoke from God as they were carried along by the Holy Spirit. Nice. 2 Peter 1:21. Amazing. So he says, bingo, brother. That's the answer. There's no equivocation on that one. Amazing. Bisbee says, I think people worship the Bible, but before the Bible was put together, people weren't studying it or worshiping it. Absolutely. They went straight to God. They went straight to the source. Lance says, there's no book of Jebediah. Okay. I guess that's why he's not putting it on there. As he Sojo says, the Bible is a plethora of stories about people being disobedient. Right. Okay. That's what I was saying. Yeah. So not all of it is necessarily like direct word of God, but some of it is the word of God not being listened to. And there's a story behind that. So I'm not saying that it didn't happen still, though. As far as I can tell, um, the Bible is extremely accurate, you guys. Not only is it accurate, but like the names and the people and the I don't think there's any book that's ever been as historically accurate with the people that were in it and things like that. So Danny says Lucifer is here. Indeed, Danny, 100%. Lucifer is in the thoughts of man everywhere, but it's Jebediah in the Bible. I'm not sure. Again, Lamb, you're just I don't know enough about the Bible to understand what you guys are talking about. If it's in there, if it isn't in there, I could look, but I would just be looking. So you guys, I wouldn't be. Yeah, I don't see it. So there you go. But that's why you guys are here. You guys know I'm not into the Bible like that. Love you guys. Taco Tuesday on Thursday. Nice, brother. So we're on the same page. You just say things a little different than I do, but we're communicating essentially the same thing. And I'm good with that. Nice, brother. Amazing. So we'll talk about this. Let me read this and then we'll talk about this, you guys. So Luke 14, 7 through, what did you say it was? 7 through like 15 or something. We'll just keep going until we're done through it. And then he put forth a parable to those which were bidden when he marked how they chose out the chief rooms, saying unto them, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, and again, this is from Alva, this isn't King James, so I'm not sure it's American Bible Society or something. So, but when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And he that bade thee and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room, that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Amazing, you guys. And man, when I just like we were talking about that right before this happened. In fact, me and David were talking about it, and I think he just left to go eat tacos, but maybe he'll come back and chat with us about it. But I know that like a lot of people don't think that talking about intelligence like this in a way about themselves, like it's not a bad thing. Like a lot of people, they see it as a status symbol. They talk about it with their friends. It's a competition over intelligence. So let's see what I miss here. Nice. Ace Caffeine. Hey, drinking that coffee, you guys. Nice, brother. Let's see. Dannon. Oh shit, another sun worshiper? Jesus. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying, but all right. Amazing, brother. Uh, You spelled it sun like in the sky, so I would have spelled it S-O-N, and then you would have nailed it. Lance says, can you send me some of those tacos and email? Yeah, no kidding. We need tacos. Oh, look, Sojo, I didn't even see your message down there. Me and Sojo are on the same page, you guys. Yeah, Sojo, that's so cool, man. I love it when that happens. When I'm reading comments, you guys, and I say something and I scroll down and you guys, we are aligned. That's perfect, you guys. Absolutely perfect. Nice. David's back. Amazing. So, yeah. So we were talking about this exact thing, David. Me and you've been talking about. We've been talking about it for a couple of days. Me and David had, but I just wanted to bring it to fellowship because I think this is a very important lesson. I think it is that very lesson that we spoke of there in Luke 14, 7 through what was it, 7 through 15 or something like that. And that is so deep because number one, you guys, when you think of yourself as intelligent, why do we say it? Why must we feel that we must say, I'm intelligent? If we know that we're intelligent, would there be any need at all to say it? There's a really deep, deep reason that you guys have to see if you want to truly overcome this, that you have to see the reason that you're saying it. And there's only one reason that you would ever need to say that, and it is because you would want someone else to agree with you. Agreement is what people are looking for. And so, and this is actually what happened this morning on this, and I'll talk about this stream too, that I talked about it earlier today, but I don't know if everybody was here, but I wanted to talk about it on fellowship. So that way everybody has a chance to talk about this. But as soon as you are looking for that in agreement with somebody, people will agree with you. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when people are like, hey, yeah, he is smart. Oh, I really like, you know what? You are intelligent. I mean, it totally feeds our ego, you guys. It is all about the ego. It makes us feel good. It gives us a great feeling when we have that agreement, right? And 50 people can come in and completely agree with you on this, right? And you feel amazing. And some people would think that good feeling is good to have. They might even say that, those type of emotions or feelings come from God because they're good. But I can tell you right now, you guys, that as soon as one person comes in and calls you stupid, you will have to defend yourself because everybody's already told you you're intelligent. And now you will not be satisfied with taking it from someone because just like that, you know, and you must prove to them now that you are. And so, in doing so, what ends up happening is we end up arguing, and we end up getting angry about it. And you may not always get angry. I'm not saying, and it's not everybody, you guys. Some people may have overcome the exact thing that I'm talking about already. So, um, but if we don't say it at all, if we never say it, and then someone comes in and calls you stupid or dumb, and you never claim to be intelligent, does it even affect you at all? It never would affect you. You're not even identifying with that whatsoever. And so it's just one of those things where I just want everybody to know that it's perfectly fine with being intelligent, right? Everybody should work on themselves in whatever way they see fit. Like to work on myself spiritually, number one. And if I learn something, if I gain knowledge in those moments, then it's perfect, right? Whatever God gives me. I mean, David talked about this. I'm not talking about you now, David. I know David said he agreed that even though he sees his intelligence, it's from God. And that's what we all must see. Everything that we get is a gift from God, you guys, including intelligence. It's not us. Without him, we wouldn't even understand anything. He gave us the ability to have that, and that is from God. So, and David said it perfect too when he was talking about it. He said, "Well, I see that, but I'm giving it to guys, not even me." And so, and that's the first step, you guys. Once you see it's not you, then the second step is you'll see, well, if it's not me, then why would I need to tell anybody, right? I don't need to tell anybody that I'm intelligent or anything. It's because it doesn't even matter. You eventually, what happened with me is it's like I don't even think I'm intelligent anymore. It's not even that I don't have to talk about it. It's that I don't even think it. I don't think I'm intelligent. I don't think I'm anything, you guys. I am, you know, of myself, I am absolutely nothing. So when you drop that idea of needing that or needing that agreement, you guys, you're untouchable, man. And then you can have that intelligence and no one can ever take it away from you. No one can ever make you doubt it. Imagine, because I mean, that's what we do, right, guys? As soon as someone doesn't agree that you're intelligent, because there's always smart people out there, it's only a matter of time before you run into somebody that challenges that and then they think they're smarter. And then it's a fight. So to truly overcome, you must overcome that thought completely. Of ourselves, we are nothing. Nice. What do we got going on here, you guys? Texas, hello, hello. I see Lance says, man, if I was intelligent, I could schedule some window appointments. I don't think I'm cut out for this crap. Pray I find a better job soon. Well, Lan, remember, man, you speak yourself into your situation, brother. If I were you, I would say I can overcome anything. And just because it hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen, brother. You must see yourself overcoming the moment, not succumbing to the moment. And when you speak it, Lan, in this way, those spirits inside of you are telling you that. Lan, that's just another thought, brother. That same thing that we're talking about with intelligence, Lan, that's the same thing that's telling you that you're not cut out for this job. And it's only because, Landon, I'm going to tell you right now, there's only one reason. It's because you're comparing yourself to someone else, brother. That's it. There's no other reason in the world that you would think that you're not cut out for, unless your boss has told you. If your boss has told you, hey, man, I don't think you're cut out for this, then maybe you need to look at that or reassess. But if nobody's told you that and you just think it, it's just a thought, it's not real, and it's only because you're comparing yourself with somebody else, Land. I was telling you earlier, man, you cannot compare yourself because that's exactly what we do. And then you think, oh, I'm less or I'm not cut out because this person did this or this person did that. Doesn't matter, brother. They are not you. Their circumstances are not yours, and you cannot compare yourself with them. Anyway, but do what you want, of course. I just suggest. David says, I don't need to say I'm intelligent. It's proven by what I say. I'm happy God bless me with intelligent people to learn from and add my intelligence. What a blessing. Amazing, brother. Very well said. Absolutely amazing. It's true. I would sit with the most intelligent or the least intelligent, and I wouldn't feel out of place at all. You guys understand what I'm saying with that? I would not feel out of place because I don't identify with either side. So I could sit with anybody, anytime, and feel nothing about it. and they couldn't make me feel stupid because I already know I'm stupid. You guys, I know I'm dumb. It's fine. It's okay. And just like this parable that we talked about in Luke, is it not better to be humble and then have someone tell you that you're smart? That's fine. If you're humble, you don't mention it, you're not talking about it at all, and someone comes up and says, wow, that's amazing, you're smart, then you can see it in the right way. But you still don't go into ego about it. I'll tell you that. It can still put you in the ego, but be humble. Know that you're smart, just like David said. What you have comes from God. Be humble and be blessed that you can even see that that is what's going on, you guys. He says, nah, I'm stupid. Corkrikey said, you speak like an ape. So I said, all right, man, I'm smart as an ape. I don't know, man. I'm afraid you guys, apes might even be smarter than me. I'm not sure about that. They can do a lot of stuff. So he says, being called intelligent feels a lot better than being called stupid. Yeah, that's right, Sojo. That's right. And it's a feeling, man. Why does it feel anything at all? I want to be called intelligent or stupid and feel nothing either way, you guys. That's my goal. I might not be your goal, but I can tell you that's my goal. That's what God wants for me. He wants for no matter what, you can call me intelligent or you can call me stupid, and I will neither feel good nor bad about either one because words don't matter to me. It means absolutely nothing what people say. Zero. We must overcome that inside of ourselves because just like Sojo said, he's right. We feel good when someone's in agreement and we feel bad when someone's not in agreement. So absolutely right, man. And none of it's real. They're all from emotion. They're not even real. It's all in our head. It's all based on some, and it's in somebody else's head. And then we let it come into us, you guys. It's a thought from somebody else that most of the time, do they even truly know intelligence? I mean, even if they do, does it even matter? What scale are we putting on? Who told them they were intelligent? Where do we get this? Intelligence comes from another man telling another man they're smart. It doesn't come from self. It only comes from someone else telling you that. And so that's what we seek. But we're trained that way, you guys. I'm not saying it's not it's ingrained in us from teachers, from schools. They're all telling you that if you don't further your education, you're not doing it right. If you don't go to college, you're missing out on something, you guys. It's the wrong message. I'm not saying, you have to learn how to get through life, obviously. But if you don't turn to God, you will have an empty life. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much smart you get, how much knowledge you have. If you don't have God, you're still going to be depressed. You're still going to have anxiety, sadness, guilt, fear, loneliness. All the money in the world, the best job in the world cannot fix those things, you guys. Says stupid is my middle name. Soja says, when I attend the global Mensa meeting, I am always the most intelligent person in the room, no matter who argues with me. I don't know what that is, but amazing. Nate says, when I was 5 years old, I was brutally molested by a guy with Down syndrome. Well, I would say you need to overcome the thought. It's not happening now. I would overcome that thought and see that that's over and done with. There's no reason to think about it, not for 1 second longer, brother. Unless you don't care. If you're over it, then you're over it if you're just talking about it. But man, we can't live in the past like that, brother. It's no good, but Nate, bad things happen in this world, brother. It's unfortunate. David says, intel from a gent. Hey, man, wow. That's deep, David. Did you hear that, babe? Intelligence is intel from a gent or from a gentleman. Intel from a gentleman is where you get your intelligence. It's someone else telling you that you're smart. That's deep, David. I love that, brother. Amazing. Yeah, very nice. Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. Nice, brother. That's right. Very deep. And nobody else has to agree, right? There, even if nobody's in agreement, it doesn't change the truth, David. That's what I love about the truth, brother. And that's what I try and tell you guys, man. If you have the truth, if God's giving you that truth and you see it, no one can take it away from you. There's no reason to argue with anybody. Let them call you names. Let them say whatever they want about you. Just know the truth. But when you set yourself up for it by thinking you are something, then you'll definitely set yourself up to be attacked for sure. Someone's going to attack you. But just don't set yourself up for that. That way you have feel nothing when it happens. You're going to be attacked either way, more than likely, because there's evil. Evil is going to attack you. So just don't set yourself up by thinking that you're anything at all. That way, when words come, man, they don't affect you. You don't identify with those words. Amazing quote, David. Yeah, absolutely. All God's words. Amazing, brother. I love it, man. Truly humble. God bless you. I would know nothing without God. Amazing. Indeed. I as well. Yep. Ace. I know. Amazing. This is yes, Toots. Amen. I would rather be poor in the world and rich in Jesus any day. Absolutely, brother. So true. Kent, what's going on? Amen. Too nice, brother. Absolutely, you guys. So I know we kind of took right off into this, the talk about intelligence. So you kind of already got my opinion on it. Usually I like to wait a little longer, but we just banged it right out. So Men says the society for the most highly intelligent people in the world and the big IQ boys, that's an FYI for you. Well, then I guess that ain't for me, brother. I will not be there. And if I was there, Sojo, I would be sitting in the furthest seat away from the bridegroom, man. I will be in the back room in the dark corner, put me in a hallway in the very back, man. And it's still too good for me, brother. But very nice. That's interesting. I've never heard of any of that. And that tells you that, yeah, I'm not intelligent, you guys. I don't seek the approval. Although this is something that I've never really seek the approval. Although I did want to be smart at one time. I thought that I was smart and I wanted to be smart. And I want to be witty and clever and intelligent like that. But now I see that all just identities. Then you're just trying to be that. Man, it's so deep too, because my son's going through the same thing, right? He has that same spirit that I had of that wisecrack, smart mouth attitude, right? So what happens is that you just say something funny. You're trying to be funny among your peers, right? And you say something and you nail it. So time after time, you're funny and you're funny. But then all of a sudden, sure enough, here it comes. One time you say something and nobody laughs. And what happens? You are absolutely destroyed by it. My son, he's probably still thinking about it right now. The one time he joked that they didn't laugh and think it was funny and they called him stupid is the only time he remembers, not the 100 times of being wisecrack and then they laugh and it's a good time. But it's the one time that they said, that's stupid. That doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about? And then he's thinking about that one situation for days, weeks, months. I mean, you guys, we relive those moments over and over. And it was one thing, and we asked for it ourselves by thinking we were so smart or so funny, and we just had to be in there. What? I haven't seen him. Well, I guess, how did that happen? I guess you better go. No, he's right there. What are you talking about? Come on now. No, oh, we gotta look around. Nice. Okay, now back to chat here. Sorry, my old lady lost the dogs. Just one, she says. Let's see, Ace, David. God bless you, Ace. Okay, nice. Gunship. I feel like an animal. How about that? I don't like being human feelings from the past over and over. It's not in my control. If I could just rip my feeling out of my soul, I'd be a robot. I'd like that. Gunship, believe it or not, brother, it is possible, man. It is 100% possible. And the only reason I say that is because I've done it, brother. I have overcome that exact thing you're talking about every day. You guys, I'm telling you right now, I used to be depressed every single day. I used to have anxiety every single day. I used to think about death every single day. There was not one day that went by that I did not think or have one of those three things, or all three sometimes, all happening to me constantly. And I'm telling you right now that once I realized what was going on in my head, I started watching it so that way I could overcome it. Then I saw that I was angry because of it. I went and I admitted that I was wrong. I went and I forgave my parents. God forgave me in that moment and he showed me how to overcome it, you guys. And ever since then, it's been a breeze. And we were just talking about this the other night, actually earlier tonight, me and Keith were. You guys, I don't even have dreams anymore. I don't know if I'm dreaming or not, but I don't wake up. My whole life, I chased dreams. Okay. I would go to sleep and then I would want to dream, and then I'd have a dream, and I'd try so hard to go back to sleep and go right back into that dream, right? I was chasing dreams. And I was trying to like, oh man, that was such a good dream, right? Oh, that dream is so good. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's just how it works, but since I've dropped that spirit, I don't know if I'm dreaming or not, you guys. I don't remember one dream. I never think about it anymore. I don't wake up thinking, man, what was I dreaming about? It's like whatever happens in my sleep, I don't know whether I'm just in control of my mind in my sleep now, or what it is that I've overcome, or that spirit just not able to get to me anymore. But I don't dream anymore, you guys. And if I do, I sure don't remember it. So I thought that was deep. I do understand what you're saying though, Gun. And if you want to talk more about it, man, I can help you overcome that if you'd like to really know. If you want to. If you want, we can talk about it more. You should go on the bio, join the Discord. And if you would like some one-on-one, or I can send you to some other people that can help guide you through that. If you would like somebody with, you know, more credentials, but it's up to you. But man, I'd be more than happy to help you overcome that stuff. So David says, I pray that everyone will find peace through Jesus Christ. Amen, brother. So says, might happen not too far in the future, Gun. Mark of the beast might make people robots, but don't take the mark. Follow Jesus till death. Nice. Well, I don't think that he meant that necessarily, but I do understand what you're saying, David. For sure, do not follow the group, you guys. So he says, I'm not necessarily intelligent. I've just been around the world a long time, and I've picked up a few things along the way. If you know what I mean. Absolutely, Sojo. And you know, like again, you guys, it's perfectly fine to have all the knowledge in the world as long as you don't identify with it. God gave us that ability to have that knowledge. He doesn't want us to identify with it, though. He doesn't want us to worship knowledge over God. Witty, clever, and intelligence are a lot of fun, and you can teach and you can build relationships with them. They're very valuable, and you can have those things while being humble. You must have balance. Nope, same thing, Sojo. That's right. You can have every one of those. And if my son, just like I was telling the story, if my son had seen that being witty, he didn't identify with it, then when they didn't laugh, he wouldn't have cared. It'd have just been, oh, well, that one didn't land. And he would have been, but you're right. That's exactly right. Sojo is spot on. As long as you don't identify with any of those things, then when they don't work out, you don't get angry. It's perfect, man. You can be anything. So you're right about that, man. You can be, that's why I always tell people like with artists and stuff, I tell people stay out of the imagination, right? Don't go to the imagination. They're like, well, what about art? What about music? You must do what you have to do for God's gift to you. If it's creation of music or art, then that's his gift to you, but you don't identify with it. You don't live in there. That way, if something fails, if your music fails, if your art fails, you never identified with it, you guys. They can't touch you. So Joe, spot on, brother. Amazing. There's that all things come from and belong to God. Very nice. So it says, if they don't like my jokes, I say the good jokes cost money. It doesn't bother me. Exactly, brother. Exactly. There's no reason to not be secure, man. And when you're talking about jokes, you have to have no expectation because people aren't all the same. Some people might think it's funny, some people won't. If you have an expectation that people are going to laugh, you set yourself up for failure, you guys. Big time. This is very good stuff, man. And this is how you overcome these things that we're talking about right here. What me and Sojo are talking about, and David and all of us right now, is exactly how you overcome these things by seeing they are not you. First, you have to understand who you really are, right? And doing that, you watch your thoughts so you can see that those thoughts that are going in your head are not you. Then you can overcome those, and then you can get back to the Father, go and forgive, so He can forgive you, and then you can be born again with your new life. The death of the ego, you can be born again with your new life, with your new name, and come back the new you, the true you, the real you, not identifying with anything of the earth. It's absolutely beautiful, you guys. And again, the reason that I know this is true is because this is what has happened to me. I speak personal, but I've seen it happen to many people, you guys. The reason that's another reason that I'm talking to you guys, man. Doing this has helped so many people overcome these things going on inside of their heads, you guys. And it only takes sometimes it's as simple as telling people the truth. And man, sometimes they overcome this stuff immediately. I've seen it right here with you guys. Sometimes it's just as simple as telling you guys, hey man, you need to overcome that. And then you guys are like, wow, you're right. And then you overcome it. And that's as simple as it is. It's not more complicated than that, you guys. People try and make it more complicated, but let's see. All right, Ace, you out of here, brother? Nice. Amazing. God bless you, Ace. I heard a good egg yolk the other day. What do you mean you heard? I guess I don't know what a good egg yolk is. See, I'm dumb, man. Told y'all I was dumb. Still with Jesus. God bless you. It's amazing, brother. So just as many theologians, pastors, and believers argue that God not only has a sense of humor, but that it is the source of human humor, as humans are created in the divine image. Well, I think that although God sees what's in your heart, I don't think God can. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see that in a way of humor. I think humor is of human, but yeah, you can shut that one off and just leave the other one on. But you know what, man? I'll just sit on that one and I'll just let God reveal me if something's in that. Cause you know what? I don't, a sense of humor doesn't mean that he laughs, right? A sense of humor means just he understands humor. And I think that that's probably accurate. I'm sure he understands that for sure. Gunn says, I need that. My life has just been suffering. No childhood. Instead, I was used as a tool for warfare in my parents' marriage. I lost God somewhere. Yeah, that's definitely your parents, brother. Gun, number one thing is, man, if you're angry, you're holding resentment to your parents, you must go and forgive them, Gun. It's an absolute must. But in order to get there, you got to see what's going on inside of your head so you can admit you're wrong for being angry with them, Gun. Your parents, we must forgive them. Forgive them, Father. They know not what they do. It was their responsibility. This is why you must forgive them, Gun. It was 100% their responsibility. You came through the mother into this world, so you came through evil. It was your father's responsibility to show you how to overcome that evil, and he didn't do that. And you forgive your mother because you came through her and she didn't show you, and you forgive your father because he never showed you either. He couldn't protect you from that spirit that came through your mom. So yeah, man, it's deep stuff, brother. But it truly is, man. I 100% promise you, I guarantee without a doubt, 100% that if you admit you're wrong, go and forgive them. Drop your anger. You must drop anger. You got to drop it. You cannot be angry, Gun. The one thing Jesus commands you to do is to love all. You must drop the anger, but you go, you forgive, and God will show you. It's not something that you have to worry about doing yourself, okay? Stop thinking that you can do it yourself, Gun. This is all what God is going to do for you, brother. I promise you that. Once you go and you do that, he's going to see that you are doing that. He's going to see you're watching the thoughts. He's going to see that you have gone and forgiven, and he is going to bring you back into the kingdom of heaven, and he is going to forgive you, and he will give you that perfect love. He will show you how to love perfectly because you will see that perfect love in him. And when that happens, man, that's it. It will change everything. But you can't think of it as, first of all, you can't have an expectation of what you're going to see or feel or what's going to happen. You must have no expectation. You don't know God's plan. So, and when you go and you start overcoming Gun, I can tell you right now that hell is going to be thrown at you, brother. If you think you're in hell now, wait till you start trying to overcome it. Everything that possibly could be thrown at you, Gun, is going to be thrown at you, and it's going to be thrown at you by people that you think that love you, that care about you. It might be your children, it could be your family member, it could be your wife, your spouse, your boss, your friends. But I know for a fact that as soon as you start overcoming, evil's going to come at you hard, man. Way harder than what you think it is now. If you think it's hard now, man, it's going to get harder. But on the other side of that is absolute perfection, perfect peace. And all you have to do is overcome this moment. You must go and face your parents, if they're alive, face to face. That way you can see the devil in them and you can overcome him. It's not them. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's not like I don't know about your parents, but most parents, it's not intentional. They don't know they have that spirit, God. They have no idea. They think they're doing the right thing. They're selfish. They only care about self. They don't care about, fake love. Even if they tell you that they love you, they don't love you. They don't know how to love, man. That's just parents, man. And it's the same story of Adam and Eve. We were just talking about this a bunch. It's the same story of Adam and Eve that's been going on for all of existence. Eve made Satan her God, and man made Eve his God. And the same trend has been going. Every single man and woman ever since have done the exact same thing. Every woman makes Satan her God, and every man makes woman his God. And it doesn't work, you guys. You cannot serve two masters. You must overcome. So yeah, again, At least you're seeing. Gun, here's the thing. You're in the right place. You're seeing what's going on. You're seeing that you want to change. This is how it all begins, my friend. It's exactly how it began for me. Someone told me that this was the what was going on with me, and I just sat with it and I kept, coming back to it and seeing, and I saw that I needed to change. And when I did, God gave me everything that I was searching for. All the anxiety and fear and doubt and loneliness, dude, it was taken away. It's the most amazing thing ever. And not just me, it happened for my wife too, in the exact same way. Not in the same time. Is what I'm saying. You can't have an expectation of what's going to happen. But she, shortly after, I think within maybe a week or 2 weeks, something like that, um, the hell came in her. Like I was telling you guys, you're going to face evil. Well, the hell came out of her. She went crazy. She didn't like it. She told me I was in a cult, that I was doing all this weird stuff, that I was acting weird. And I could understand. I was acting weird. It was changing. My heart was changing in real time. And she didn't know how to react to it because the evil in her didn't know how to react to it. And it wanted to come at me. So, but yeah, about 2 weeks later, we were doing something and she saw what was going on with her. And for her in that moment, she saw that she had hated her father her whole life, but not because she hated her father. It was because her mother hated her father. And she had the spirit of her mother inside of her. She never even knew why she hated her father, but her mother told her she did. And so she did. She was raised her whole life to hate her father. And her dad couldn't deal with her mother and was so scared of her mother because he was, had not overcome that spirit of his mother, that he ran from it, not from his daughter, but from, her mother. And that's what men do. So many men were so weak. Men are so weak. Not we, not me. I was though. I did it. You guys, I was weak. I was ego driven. I destroyed my kids with anger and hatred, and I gave them that, man. At least I didn't protect them from it. It may have come through the mother into them, but I didn't protect them from it. I didn't teach them right, and now I have to deal with that. All I can do is apologize to them, which I've done several times. I definitely am sorry that I did not teach them how to overcome these things in the right way. So Gun, I understand what you're saying completely, brother, whether from either side, man, as the father and as the son. He says, I will, David. Nice, brother. Oh, yoke is joke. Oh, okay. God has a great sense of humor. He made us. That's nice, David. Amazing. Let's see, I feel like I'm in hell a little bit. My AC isn't working very good. I couldn't sleep last night barely. Ah, very interesting. Very interesting. The heat's getting to you, huh? Hmm. That's deep, brother. Well, just think, David. Just overcome it, man. Even that is, you know what I'm saying? Even that's a thought. You did it and you overcame. And sleep is overrated anyway, man. I can tell you this, David. I don't get much sleep, brother. I'm lucky to get 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. Real lucky. And I don't feel that bad. Sometimes I'm a little tired in the afternoons, but I think you guys, this is a side note. I think I've had an iodine deficiency. I used to take iodine supplement. I kind of stopped and I started taking it again now. And just in a couple of days of taking iodine supplement again, I feel so much better. Let's see. Gun says, I've got nothing to lose except them kicking me out. I'm 19, had an apartment. Things did not go well. I've been here for a couple months. I just want a wife. Ah, I understand now. I see, Gun. All right, brother. Well, I can tell you right now, that is holding you back. You cannot want a wife, man. You're gonna end up with evil, Gun. You're gonna end up with Satan, man. You must not want for nothing, Gun. I know it's going to be difficult, all right, because you've been trained your whole life, especially only being 19. You have been trained your whole life that you must go and marry. But if you seek it yourself, Gun, I'm going to tell you, and probably many of these people in here can vouch for this, you're going to find Satan, man. You are not going to find a woman. You're going to find evil. And you guys are going to hate each other. Even though it'll feel like love at first, that emotional love is not real love, man. As soon as you don't do something, or as soon as she doesn't do something, because you're going to have an expectation, you guys are going to hate each other, Gun. Don't fall into that, man. Get right with yourself first, Gun. You must overcome the spirit that's inside of you. Then the right woman will come to you. You will not want to look for it. You won't want to look for it, man. You're only going to find what you hate, Gun, if you seek yourself for it. You will not find love, man. Ask many, many men in here. They can tell you they've done the same thing. Probably women too, man. When you seek of it yourself, you end up finding the wrong thing. You have to let go of that thought, man. You cannot want for a wife, Gun. What if God doesn't? What if that's not in your plan, Gun? And then you never get a wife. You'll be mad at yourself. You'll be angry about it, and there's no reason to do that, man. Know that whatever the plan is, it's going to be the right thing. And if a woman is to be with you, she'll come to you, but you should never seek it until you've completely overcome. Otherwise, you'll be angry. Gun. That same anger that you have right now that you're feeling, you you'll be fighting with her. That same anger, because the anger is in you. Nobody else can fix it. Nobody else can take it from you. It's inside you. You must fix yourself first, Gun. And then all will be given to you. Once you overcome and you're born again, I'm telling you, God is going to make your life perfect. And then whatever happens, it's going to be amazing. And if a no woman ever comes, that'll be amazing, brother. It's only a thought, but it's because of what we've been trained. Done. It's so bad what people do to us. You must get. Oh, you have to. If you don't have a girl, you're nothing. You're not complete without a woman. That's evil, brother. That is not God. That is Satan, man. So just says, Gun, you have no idea what you have to lose. You can't even conceive at age 19. I know because I've been 18 before, but you've never been 64. Amazing, Sojo. And I'm no 64, but 45 years in, and I can see that I made a lot of mistakes. And if Gun, if you could overcome this right now at 19, my goodness, brother, you can have a perfect life, my friend. An absolutely perfect life. And you have no business with a wife until you get your own self. Oh, Sojo. All right, brother. You see, you guys, you see, this is exactly what happens, man. When the truth is being told, it doesn't matter the source that it comes from. The truth is the truth, you guys. God bless you, Sojo. Yep. God will give you a wife if that's what he sees fit. You must, you must, you guys, pray to God to be able to overcome any situation, but his will be done. You guys, if it's not in God's will that you have a wife, you must accept that, or you will end up being with someone who hates you. You guys will hate each other if you don't. Kevin says soybeans. I don't know what that means, but awesome. What's up, Kevin? Hey, are you on steroids? Not anymore, brother. I am on the path, my friend. That is all history, brother. But thank you for noticing, Hate. Nice compliment, brother. Kevin says, Sojo Triv banned me. Oh, are you guys? Oh, okay. You guys must be talking about some other. Okay, not here. We don't ban people here, y'all. Oh, you guys. Well, maybe there's a reason. Maybe you guys got banned over there, so you come over here, and who knows what could happen, you guys. But I can tell you this is a big thing. I don't even know what site you're in. Oh, and I never did tell a story. I'll go back to telling that story too. But the reason we don't ban people here is because, guys, we're talking about God here, man. And if I were to kick somebody out, I mean, imagine if they would have heard something or seen something that they could have overcome in that next few minutes or something, and we banned them and took that away from them. Even if they're like annoying people, people need to overcome that. I don't care what anybody says. Something that's going on in this chat, it should not affect you guys at all. You shouldn't have to ban somebody because of a feeling or something like that. That's especially when we're talking about God. Like if it's something where it's a creator type situation and it's about the individual, then okay, that's fine. If it's about them, they can choose what they do. When we're talking about God, God ain't banning people. God lets everybody back. And that's what we're doing, you guys. So and also not to get off right here, let me get caught up in chat here. Could be years and years, but if you follow Jesus Christ, he will give you a perfect wife. Nice. Well, I would say, David, I don't even want him to think about that, man. If he thinks about that and it doesn't happen, he's going to expect it, David. That's all I'm saying. Whatever it is, it's going to be perfect. Just don't. Know that God's plan is perfect, brother. You must let go of thought. Be sooner than years and years. Yeah, and it could be tomorrow. I'm not saying that it won't happen, but you must overcome that spirit inside you first to even have an opportunity to find the right thing. And she wants me. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta put my dog. She wants me for some reason. I don't know why she likes me doing it, so I'll do it for her. Come on, sweet girl. Put you in bed. There we go. I gotta pick her up and throw her up in bed. It's a big old jump. Come on, D. I'll put you up there too. Let's go, big mama. Big booty Judy. That's what we call the mama dog. We call her Big Booty Judy. 'Cause she's all hips and nips. Gotta make it sexy. You're not gonna eat. Oh, let's see. You'll know when he's giving you one. David, I mean, it's, I don't know, brother. This is pretty deep too here, what we're talking about. Anytime you desire something, David, and you don't get it, man, what happens, brother? We can't know God's will, David, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And if you desire or you're trying to, and you think that you want it, God told us to want for nothing, you guys, nothing. We can want for nothing. Of ourselves, we know nothing. I believe it says too that even if you did, you wouldn't know what to want for, even if you did. We don't know what to want for. We want for the wrong things, you guys. Kevin says you. Wait, are you talking to me, Kevin? You know I'm chill. I answered the question with an abrupt question using the premises. I think you're talking about the other thing still. Yeah, you guys are talking, and it's fine. You guys are fine. Just so you know, talking about that stuff. I don't know what you're talking about sometimes. Labola, brother, what's the question tonight? I'm late to the party. Labola, ladies and gentlemen. The question tonight is, are you intelligent? Labola's gonna love this one. Let's hear what Labola has to say. Labola, are you intelligent, brother? Now we just need connoisseur in here, and this would complete it for us, for everybody. Where you at, connoisseur? Sojo, Kevin, you can go back for 5 days. Oh, wait. Okay. All right. All right. You guys are talking to each other. Fix myself. I've been blind. I've been killing lizards out of anger. I'm not well. I need God's help, or evil will destroy my life. Gun? Man, dude, you're seeing. Gun. You see it, man. You see it. This is the first step. You seeing what's going on inside of you, Gun, and that you're angry. Man, that's God working with you, brother, right there. We have this we have this thought that we have this expectation that God's going to do some crazy big like we're going to know it immediately miracle. Dude, this is the miracle that's happening, Gun. He is giving you the ability to see. Now you must see that you're wrong for being angry. Go and forgive so God can forgive you and complete this circle, man. God will bring you back, brother. I promise you that, Gun. You will see. But you must overcome thought and yourself and your ego. Your ego must die, Gun. You must drop the anger, go and forgive. And man, dude, he's waiting for you, brother. Just like he goes, I'm waiting on God, I'm waiting on God, I'm waiting on God. But he's waiting on you. You guys, God's waiting on you. He's not going to come to you. You must return to the Father, you guys. Nice. And I think the military will be great, man. It'll give you a lot of discipline and stuff. But again, in there, you must stay out of your ego. You're going to find evil there too. The military can't fix you spiritually. It can fix you financially, maybe. That would be amazing, right? But you still must overcome what we're talking about spiritually with God. And I would suggest you overcome now before you even go into the military. Because then, if you don't overcome and things like loneliness and anger hit you there, dude, it's just going to be a bunch of people around you. It's going to be very difficult to overcome that in that situation if you haven't started overcoming now. And it seems like you're already seeing. So I would just suggest start overcoming right at this very second. You guys, God can change your heart in the twinkling of an eye, you guys. You do not have to wait. It doesn't have to be a long process. It can happen in the twinkling of an eye, but you must admit you're wrong and drop your ego, you guys. You have to. Yeah, I agree with that, Sojo. Very good. Now, I'm just letting you guys alone. You're talking to him, Sojo. Amazing. Very good advice. I agree with all that. Labola says, no, I'm not intelligent at all. Brother, Labola. Me neither, my friend. Gunship, don't forget about women. Love a man in uniform. Indeed. But if a woman is only, you guys, sometimes, man, I'm telling you, be careful. If a woman is coming to you because of the uniform, it is not the right intentions. The same way what Sojo's saying. I get it, and it is true. Women do love a man in uniform. However, I'm trying to get you guys. I'm trying to get him to stop thinking about women. He must overcome that thought. He's got to overcome it. Everything that is going to happen is going to be perfect. But yeah, but I do understand what you're saying. Great movie, Officer and a Gentleman. Oh, let's see. Nice. David says, I think you're all intelligent. Well, thank you, brother. Very kind words. I'm glad you think it because I sure don't. Labola says, just a regular old dude. Amazing, Labola. Nice, brother. Not trying to stroke anyone's ego. I truly believe you're all gents full of intel. Well, I will say that I try and be as close to God as possible spiritually. And so if that isn't the, smart, then I don't know what is. I feel like that's intelligence is trying to overcome evil. Nothing smarter than that, you guys. And it don't take a lick of like book knowledge to get to that point. I take spiritual knowledge and wisdom. It's not just the knowledge, but you have to give it to God so that way he can give you the wisdom from it. We don't have an eagle to stroke. Yep. That's right, Labola. No egos here, you guys. Our eagles have flown the coop. So it says, Lolo, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to stroke eagles. No, now you guys know eagles have a cloaca. A cloaca. I don't know. It's like I don't think they don't. I don't know. It's like instead of a penis or something. Yeah. Someone who knows more about eagles would have to tell me exactly what a cloaca is, but yeah. It's from a show though. Remember we saw it on that show. They were talking about eagles. You're the worst.
Don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. Well, he said, you guys, this is totally off topic, just so you know. So this is just gonna be funny for a minute. But they were talking about the price of food, and he said something like, "What is it made out of? Bald eagle foreskin?" And the guy says, "Bald eagles don't have foreskins; they have a cloaca." So that's how. Apparently, he was like a ornithologist or whatever. Yeah, whatever it's called. So. Let's see. There says if a white bird makes white baby birds and a black bird makes black babies, what bird makes no babies? Swallows. All right. She's not laughing, you guys. I think that one might have went over her head a little bit. Went over her head instead of into her mouth. That was the swallows part. That was the joke. I brought it back. I brought it back 360 there with another joke. So Gun says, Sojo, I feel like I want to be infantry. Oh, okay. Nice. You guys are talking to each other. Brother, amazing. That's a department that I can't talk much about. Although I had a lot of family military, I was not in the military. So let you guys talk about that. Yeah, I will say, okay, well, since you said that, Gun, I will say, dude, you only want to suffer. That's a thought, man. So is guilt. All of that is from Satan, Gun. Suffering and guilt are both from Satan, Gun. The only thing that's going on right now is just Satan's in your head. Satan's controlling you in thought, and you are falling into because you're identifying with him. Right now, you're worshiping Satan, and you must overcome that so that way you can return to the Father and only worship God, man. All that right there, that thought that you're suffering and the thought that you're guilty, Gun, who told you that, man? Or that you want to suffer and that you are guilty, all thoughts, brother. None of that is real, man. You're already suffering, Gun. Look at what you're going through, man. All that stuff that you're going through right now, you're suffering in hell because it's not even suffering though, really. Suffering is just a thought, right? So it's not. But if you're going to compare it, is all I'm saying. If you're comparing sufferings, you must overcome, my friend. Because right now, with depression, anxiety, and guilt, and fear, and loneliness, my goodness, there's nothing closer to suffering than that. And I don't, like I said, suffering isn't real. It's just a thought. Even those things you're not suffering, you're just agreeing with the devil in thought. And your body follows it because our flesh is of this earth. And so this is deep stuff, though, you guys. Very deep. And it's great gunship that you're here talking about it, man. That's absolutely fantastic. You guys, we got to, give Gunship a round of applause for at his age being in here talking with us about God right now, man. He has a real chance. So I think everybody here sees that and acknowledges that, Gun. So God bless you, brother. Stay with it. I promise you, if you overcome, keep doing it and see what's going on, it's going to be a perfect life. Well, I have a weird knowledge of predatory birds, Labola says. What kind of knowledge? What kind of weird knowledge are we talking about here? I agree, David, 100%. Gun should keep coming back here, brother. I mean, I can tell you this, all we do is overcome. And I take everybody at their word. Seems like a lot of people in here are overcoming too, but for me and like the closest people here, that's what we do, man. We overcome every single thing. I don't care what it is, man. Everything that's put in front of us, we overcome. Which, speaking of overcoming, today I had to overcome something. I want to tell you guys this little story. Oh yeah. Oh well, here, let me tell you about this thing that happened earlier. So this morning I got in this little. Of course, I was doom scrolling. Now, you guys, I don't suggest doom scrolling on YouTube for people just to, for entertainment reasons. But I do see a lot of like debates, people talking about God and Jesus and everything on there. And so I like to go in and I'm always wanting to learn now, right? So I'm always wanting to hear what people are talking about. And it's not always learning the right thing. Sometimes learning is seeing that these people are evil and you have to overcome that and the thought that they're anything at all, that they're just evil, doing evil. And that's what sometimes, and that sometimes that's what God's giving you is knowing that, being able to see that. So, but this gal's on here that I went into her stream this morning and she's talking about love and God and intelligence. It was about intelligence, and that's kind of like it's just been, it's been coming so much lately. That's why I figured we better talk about it. But yeah, but she's talking about intelligence, and she was saying how intelligent she was, but she was banning somebody when I came in, and I just thought, man, what are you banning? And she was saying, well, I'm just going to ban you because you're bringing that energy in here. And I mean, you guys, this is why I talk about emotional women cannot lead people away from Satan to God. They can't do it, man. They make people turn to, they don't see what's going on inside of themselves. But she was so emotional that some energy, right? She let an energy doom scrolling, let me hear Labola. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, brother. Right? Nice. Amazing. Very good. I appreciate that, Labola. Very kind words. But what was I saying? She said, oh yeah, but she was letting some energy have this emotion to it. Something that somebody in the chat brought some energy that was causing her to have an emotion about it. It just, man, you guys, that's so far off from love. That's the complete opposite of God's love. God's love is not, you can't have an energy come in and affect you. Words can't affect you. Energies can't affect you. Other people can't affect you once you have God's love. That armor of God protects you from all of that. So if you're talking about love, how could you be affected by anything if you have it? So anyway, so I just see that, she doesn't have real love, which is what we need to have. But so I was trying to help her. And so I just told her that, what I was asking her, what was I can't remember if I said afraid of but anyway, I was asking her if it was emotion that she was dealing with. And I think, she didn't exactly say it was, but I think she agreed that that's what was going on, that it was all emotion. And I just told her, just like I tell you guys, hey, just be careful if you think you're intelligent, because this is what happens. Somebody came in there and telling her, and they were riding her in there hard. Like there was multiple people telling her she was dumb and stupid and all this stuff. And she asked for it by going in there thinking she was intelligent, you guys. She thought she was intelligent, and because she thought that, She was affected by those people in there that were telling her she wasn't intelligent. And man, it was so deep, especially after all the stuff we've been talking about. It just landed home perfectly. And I told her, I was like, hey, if you think you're intelligent, then when someone calls you stupid, you're going to have to defend yourself. This is how it comes out. And it's not always anger. Sometimes it's embarrassment, you guys, and that comes from anger. It's the exact same thing. There's no difference. It's just that that's how it comes out. It's all evil, right? We call it evil. Then from evil comes the anger. Then from anger comes all these smaller emotions, irritation, loneliness, guilt, depression, all these other ones. So amazing, David. I would like that as well, brother. We should do that. You want to plan on this coming week? I have a guest this Saturday, unless something happens, but I have a guest Saturday. So if you would like to come on next week again, David, let's do it, brother. I'd love to have you. Yeah, I agree. The more, the merrier. Let's see. Yeah, but I can tell you this, though, Joe. Not even prison could affect me now, brother. Nothing could affect me now that I've overcome. It wouldn't matter where I was at. I would be at perfect peace, man. If anything in this world of the earth can affect you, you guys, you should really take a deep look at yourselves, man. Nothing should affect you, even prison. Now, don't want to. You shouldn't want to go to prison. But I can see that if something were to happen, it wouldn't be me because it would be, some circumstance that happened that got me in trouble because I'm not out looking for trouble or trying to hurt anybody or anything. So it would just be circumstance. It wouldn't even be me. But if it were to happen, I would just deal with it and overcome, man. Just like everything else, I would go to my prison, I would deal with it, and I would overcome. I would overcome through God and through watching my thoughts. And the exact same thing I do right now, I would be doing there. But I do agree, you don't want to go there, man. If you want to understand, I don't call it suffering, but having to overcome difficult things, I'll call it that. Would you like to have, you can't, if you're having trouble overcoming this simple stuff, imagine having to overcome real difficult things in life, like being beaten, severely beaten down or something like that in there. I mean, you're gonna have to overcome a lot in there. So I would suggest overcoming right now with the little stuff that you have going on right now, man. It'll be much easier to overcome in this moment. And then you'll see once you overcome, nothing will affect you. I like doing lives. I'm learning how to be more patient with myself, learning a lot about patience from Toots, but when I am more patient, the words come out better. Indeed, brother. Not only be patient, but also, like we talked about, being humble. We must just see that, we can't get like mad or offended, right? When people are on here with us, David. And I'm saying, man, you're doing it, brother. You're working on yourself. You're doing fantastic, man. And the more you do it, you see now, because I was streaming before I started doing fellowships with you guys. So I have a little bit of experience with just streaming before that. So that's kind of nice. I did talk a lot about this stuff with my streams and gaming and stuff before I started doing this, but it just takes doing it, David. The more you do it, the more you get used to it, brother. And of course, just make sure that you talk about the truth that and I know, and I hear David saying, excuse me, saying this exact same thing. When you don't know sometimes, man, we just have to tell people we don't know and move on and not let it affect us. Even if they say, oh, see, you didn't know, you don't know anything, you're not, you know what I'm saying? They're going to say everything. It means nothing. So that's absolutely amazing, David. Beautiful stuff. Oh, this is David. We don't agree on everything, but I appreciate you putting yourself out there. That's right, LeBola. Absolutely amazing. David is a rock star. Nice, brother. But tapping into the Holy Spirit and learning to let Him take the wheel is the best thing. David, spot on, brother. Let's see. Soja says, God can always break you. Never say you are immune from this world breaking you. All we have to do is look at the book of Job. Oh, no, the world can't break me. God could. I can say that, Sojo. God could do it, but the world can't. Satan can't. People can't. The earth, nothing of the earth can break me because nothing can break my connection with God except for God. If He chose to do that, that would be His choosing. but it wouldn't be, there's no way anything of the flesh could do it. I can't imagine, Sojo, anything in the flesh affecting me now. Maybe so, Sojo. I don't know. I guess God will test me if need be, right? I don't make that assumption because nothing that's been put in front of me so far has made me stray. So I can't imagine anything that would. But also, Sojo, I have no fear of death, also either. Like none, zero. God took all that fear away from me. I don't fear death a bit, you guys. If I wasn't here tomorrow, I wouldn't matter a bit. And I tell everybody, don't mourn my death, man. That's a celebration. I'm returning to the Father, you guys. I have overcome and I know where my place is. So it's a happy, happy day. But yeah, not having fear has a lot to do with it, Sojo. If you're afraid of things, they can control you, but I have no fear. Now, that is spiritual fear. I guess practical fear, if someone was running at me with a knife or a gun, then we'd see how I react in that situation. But that's a situational. I can't speak on that right now. That's why we don't do what ifs like that. God bless you, Labola. Anything that I am is because of God. Nice, brother. Just a walking, talking pile of dirt. Amazing, deep. Drop the in. I was going to talk about that, Labola. Connoisseur and David, I was going to talk about that. Which we'll probably let's do a fellowship. We should do a fellowship of that. I do find that very interesting. A lot of people identify with their people, their tribe, their race, their heritage, their skin color, whatever the case may be. And Labola is right. He's absolutely right about that. You shouldn't identify with that because then when someone, it's the same thing as intelligence, you guys. It's exactly the same. All of these identities, Labola, that's so deep, brother. Every single one of these identities that we're talking about, intelligence, respect, culture or race, all of that stuff is an identity, man. And then the thing is that Labola is right because as soon as someone comes up and they say, I hate Indians or, Indians are bad or whatever the things people say, man, you're going to be upset about it. It's just a way to make us mad because you identify with it. Or if someone tells you you're not that, well, I'm an Indian. Someone says, no, you're not. You definitely are not. What are you talking about? Look at you. I can see that you're not. You are nothing. You definitely know. And then we have to prove it to them. So anyway, Labola, spot on, brother. Absolutely amazing. Yep, I agree with that. Those identities are holding us back. So it just says, all right, we are saying the same thing again, just a little different way. I suspect so. Thanks for the confirmation. Nice, brother. Amazing. Very deep. This is Sojo. I need to learn how to hold on to God and not me or others. I felt God has been hurting me for some lesson. I think it's just my personal gun. You want me to give you, hey, check this out. Watch this. You want to hold on to God? Let go of thinking you want to hold on to God, man. You must let go of all of this thought, gun. All of these thoughts are holding you back because when you say, I want to learn how to hold on to God, you already know how to hold on to God. You just don't see it, is all. But you already are. God's already working with you because look at where you're at, gun. You're just not seeing yet, my friend. You're one step away. The step away that you are right now is seeing the thoughts that are going on in your head, gun. All of these thoughts that you're saying, everything that you're saying in this chat right now are all these thoughts that are going on in your head. They're not yours, gun. You are talking with Satan right now. In your head, you are communicating with Satan. You don't think it is because it feels like you, right? But why do you keep looking down at yourself? Why do you keep talking about yourself? Why do you keep judging yourself? Why not see that of yourself you're nothing? Nothing at all, my friend. Drop all that identity. Drop everything that you think you know. That way you can return to God. You must let your ego die. All of your past must die. It is gone. It's over with. No, there's no past, no future. They're both fake. They're both in the imagination. The past is over. The future isn't real. We must overcome that, gun. Brother, I'm telling you right now that all of this that's going on right now with you is in your head and you're discussing it with Satan. You have to catch these thoughts, gun. These are the ones that will hold you back. So he says, no, I can never be separated from Jesus Christ, and you can kill the flesh. You cannot break my spirit. Indeed, brother. Absolutely, Sojo, 100%. I am with you on that, brother. David says, even Israel has 12 tribes and Jesus is Jewish. He was a nomadic man. All right, amazing. Zero fear of death, perfect answer. Fear of coming face to face with the Almighty Creator to give an account, terrifying. Actually, I don't know, man. I used to be scared of that same thing, Sojo, but now I'm looking forward to it. I want to face God, man. You know what? Isn't that weird? That's so weird. But you know what? You're right, man. I used to think the same thing that it was terrifying to go and face him. But now that I've overcome and then I see that he loves me unconditionally, I don't know, man, that fear's gone. I have no fear of God anymore in that way. The fear of God is just, I don't even call it fear, but it would be like what they talk about fear in the Bible. It's just knowing of his finality, that God is final, that there's nothing else beyond that. That would be the only fear that you could say, but I'm not afraid of it for sure. I'm okay with it, man. God already knows anyway, so there's nothing for me to fear, man. He's already brought me back to him, you guys. That's amazing. LeBola says, I'm down for a round table. David is on it. Why? What do you say? Oh, just with what he's saying? Okay, gotcha. I believe there is nothing wrong with family history. It's racism itself. That's from Satan. No, racism isn't even real, man. Just another thought. It's just evil. When we label it, David, as something like that, we give it power, man. When you give evil people or evil thoughts power, you bring them to life. Racism, you can call it that, but it's just evil people being evil. There's nothing else to it. It's another thought. And there's nothing wrong with family history. There isn't anything wrong with family history, but that family history isn't what gets you to God, though, is the only thing. Your new family is what's going to get you to God. You're not of the flesh. Your real family, your true family right now, your brothers and sisters of Christ, it has nothing to do with skin or family or history. We are all born again spirits. All of us brothers and sisters that are born again are brothers and sisters. It's not of the flesh anymore at all, David. So and there's nothing wrong with knowing it. We're talking about identifying with it. And that would be when you go around and be like, well, I'm this and oh well, I'm that, instead of just saying I'm nothing. You guys, we're nothing, man. Well, yep, it's painful to let go. It is. You're right about that, man. Especially after so long of identifying with something. I'm an Israelite at the end of everything. The ego death is painful. It's a drug. So true, Labola. My goodness. That is deep. Land, what's going on, brother? Look, we got Land, David, Labola. I mean, man, we could have a real little round table going on. Well, evil is from Satan. Indeed, brother. You're right about that. Yep. I just say call it like it is. Anytime we try and label it, we humanize it, and then we make it into more than what it is all. And then people identify with it. And you got a bunch of people running around screaming racism. You know what I'm saying? And then they're identifying with that within themselves instead of saying evil. And then maybe they wouldn't identify with it. If they seen it was evil instead of another word, maybe they could overcome that spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling hella frustrated. Oh, man, what's going on? We're walking this thing together. Relationship sometimes go through what is known as a season of darkness. God has not abandoned you. That was the promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Continue to stay after God. I mean, you got to think, Sojo and Gun, you got to think. Jesus on the cross screamed out, Father, why have you forsaken me? Isn't that so deep, you guys? So just see that God hasn't forsaken you. He's there with you. It's all happening. That's how you feel. Jesus did that at that moment. He wanted you to see that that's what that feeling is. But it's not real. You still go through it. Even that feeling you still go through, man. That's deep, you guys. Just as you don't even know. Have you guys been having rough days? Man, that's tough. It's like I just want to say, man, my days have been absolutely amazing. So I have had only good days. There's been a couple little things here or there, I guess I had to overcome. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to tell you about. When I came home, my wife told me that someone had came to our driveway here in the out front of the house and sat. And I asked her, I was like, "Well, what did you do?" And she said, "Oh no, I didn't do anything. I just sat here and watched." I said, "You just sat here and watched. You didn't go out and like see what was going on and ask him what he's doing here and all this stuff, right? And I'm going through this whole thing. And that in that, excuse me, guys, I don't know what's going on. Something's giving me some indigestion. But and then sitting there with her discussing that, we're talking about it, and then I realized in that moment, I watched the thought, and could see I started talking to her, and then all of a sudden I saw the thought, and I said, wow. I said, that's all me. Here I am having an expectation of her, right? See, I still have to watch the thoughts. 100%, you guys, I have to watch the thoughts as well. But I told her, I said, wow, man, that's, you know what? That's completely in me. Here I am having an expectation of you when I have an issue because I was out of control. I was out of control at that moment, not out of control like physically, but I wasn't here to control the situation. And my thoughts told me that something was wrong because of that. And I had to overcome it right then. And I did. I overcame it immediately. I said, oh shit, what am I even worried about? Like, why is that even a thought? I don't know. Sometimes that stuff just happens. But the key is to overcome it. And that's why I like talking to you guys about this stuff, because I want you guys to see that I still overcome things just like that, man. Thoughts, they attack you and you must overcome them. And even I sometimes don't see it until the moment is happening, and then I have to catch it and come back out of it. But I don't let it control me like that. And I know it's not me. I give it straight to Satan. I knew it was Satan that did that to me, that put that thought in there. It was not me, you guys. But it was God who gave me the ability to see what I was doing. That's the really deep part. God gave me that ability to see it. Let's see, LeBeau says, uh-oh, demons are coming, Toots. Wait, out of me, you mean? I think he was talking about the story I was saying. Wait, let's see. Soldier says, examine yourself through the Holy Spirit to see if there's something that is in your life that is holding you back and inhibiting the Holy Spirit. You have much praying to do, brother. Yep. Be still and know God. I would suggest if you can do the regular, holy raising holy hands prayer if you want to, you guys, that's fine. But I would suggest doing the silent prayer. And if you want to know more about it, Gun, it's rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. Go check it out. Also, rebuildingtheman.com is going to be really good for just overcoming everything, man. That's my fellowship. Bond. It's our website, rebuildingtheman.com. It's the fellowship that we go to on Sundays, and rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. But it's going to help you see what's going on in your head and those thoughts. It's going to help you stay present and truly understand what's going on. You can't see when you raise in holy hands like that and all emotional praying and begging for stuff. That stuff is, so. But anyway, there you go. Again, I suggest you go check it out, my friend. Yeah, the bull says, "Oh, the demons are coming too." It's okay. You're going to tell me what the ones inside of me. I'm assuming you're talking about. Evil hates the truth. Yeah, just pushing through. It feels good to know some of my brothers are making it through the rough patches. Even if we fall, we get back up stronger than before. Indeed, brother. We must see what's going on, Cyrus. So evil hates the truth. Yes, Land, you got this. Take it on full bore. Firing on all cylinders. I said, let's see. Yeah, like my father used to say, boy, you better stop complaining before I give you something to really complain about. Have you guys noticed that since you talked about this, Sojo? Have you guys noticed that when you hear other men complaining, they sound like women? Have you guys noticed that? I've noticed it since I've overcome. Whenever and myself too, if I hear myself complaining, I'm like, what is wrong with me? I don't know. I'm just not into complaining about stuff anymore. Things are so good. I don't see how I could complain. But even still, I just see that when people are complaining, like, or throwing a fit over something, I'm just like, wow, I'm glad I see now. So I'm not like that. Cause I promise you, I used to complain all the time. I used to complain all the time about everything, just like a woman. See, David said, next week's going to be busy. How would you feel about doing a live stream tomorrow? What's tomorrow, Friday? Yes. I'm going to be tight on time, starting CDL school really soon. Most of my time will be there. Yeah, let's do it. How about that? What do we say, guys? We say yes. Wait, tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, I have a guest Saturday, so tomorrow's Friday, then yes. Yes, yes, and yes. You're going to be a local driver? Oh yeah. What type of driver? Yeah, indeed. Will says, I've noticed that in myself. So I called on a plumbing job I applied for, and they said they will call me back tomorrow, possibly. I knocked 200 doors and I suck, and I realized people hate getting their door knocked on. Land, man, you're lost in thought, buddy. Overcome these thoughts, Land. Come on, man. Sound like mama. Yep, that's right, brother. Nice, Labola. For sale, so why would I pursue that? Uh, well, I think it would only take, if you had a couple sales land, then that would change. You know what I'm saying? If you had a couple of sales land, then that would change your view of it a little bit. But it's just one of the things you can't have an expectation, man. You don't know how it's going to work for you, and it may not be for you. Either way, just don't have an expectation. Just go and do whatever you're doing and see how it works out, man. Hoping to do local, nice, home every night. Yep. Oh, Labola, man, amazing. You guys, Labola is an absolute sweetheart. Brother. Nice, Sojo. Yeah. I guess it just depends on what kind of truck you're driving, Sojo. I know there's a lot of at-home truck drivers around where I'm at, but I'm not out there. But they haul like grains, but they buy their own trucks and stuff. Usually they buy their own truck and then they haul grain and stuff like that. I've seen them, and then they're home every night situation. But I think most of them own their own trucks and stuff like that. Gun says, I've been so blind. This is the first time in a long time I've talked to real men or others in general. That happens, Gun. That's okay, because what happens is that you're talking to yourself, man. You're talking, well, and that's Satan. You're talking to Satan, and it just keeps you from stuff like this. It keeps you from being present and being in the moment and, you know, seeking something above ourselves, seeking something more than ourselves. So most of the time, we're just stuck in ourselves, Gun. And you're just, like I said, you're young. So just the fact that you're even working on yourself right now, I'm telling you, brother, it's difficult to see right now because you haven't had that many of experiences at 19. But as you do more and more and you overcome more and more, you'll see, man, you're just gonna be able to overcome every single thing. Especially if you go into the military and stuff, like you're saying, man, it's gonna be so good for you to be able to overcome every single thing that's put in front of you. It will be deep as long as you see it and you work on yourself. Otherwise, like you said, a lot of people that they go right back to Satan, man. It's not like it's one of those things where you can just stop, working on yourself and everything's just going to be perfect. You got to stay with it, man. You must stay with it. Yep, some CDLers. Yeah, that's nice. Then it says, yeah, you're right. You just got to push through and stop overthinking it. I just don't want to be a swindler. It is immoral to do. Is it immoral to do door-to-door sales? I don't think so. Isn't that service? Wouldn't that be considered service as well? You're not forcing it on anybody. You're just asking people if they want it. And if they say yes, it's a service, man. I don't see it as anything but a service, brother. That business model of door to door, it's just something that you have to deal with in that field. But I think you're just providing a service, which I think is what God asked of us. So it's not my dream job, but I'm in it to put bacon on the table. God will bless as I don't stress. Nice, brother. And who knows, David, through that, you might find something else that's not driving a truck, but that keeps you closer to home too. It may be involved with that or that field, or maybe a loading, something to do with that, or who knows, brother? Who knows? Have no expectation, man. Just go through it just like you're doing. Yep. That's right. Nothing wrong with door to door sales or anything that is honest. That's right. Just don't lie to people, man. That's within you. So if you tell people the truth, and even if it's something that's bad, tell them the truth, man. Don't worry about it. People respect that. It might cost you a sale, but it might make you a something in the future. So Bill says, I want all the kids in the chat to go to work, get the CDL, get the tanker. Nice, brother. Indeed. Absolutely amazing, you guys. Yeah, then you can have, I mean, if you can, be financially successful, then being spiritually successful is just going to be easier on you. Still is gonna you're gonna have to overcome things no matter what. It's not money ain't gonna fix it, I can tell you that. But it will make it to at least to where you can get through and do what you need to do. So I agree. See, there's just keep practicing land and put your best foot forward in everything you do. Glorify God, and then He will place you where you're meant to be. Nice, amazing. Sojo, door-to-door sales is a super hard business. It is. That is right about that, Sojo. It's just tough, man, and you're going to get beat up a lot out there. And this is, but you know what? It's perfect. Actually, Land, I think it's perfect for you, man, because I think you having to overcome this is there's something bigger to it than just door to door sales. I think maybe this is something God's putting in front of you to overcome, man. This may be a moment, you guys. We miss these moments all the time because we think we know better than God. But this could be deep, man. This could be exactly what you need to go through to overcome. And then that next big thing is waiting. Imagine, and I don't like doing this too much, but just imagine going to somebody's house. You try and sell something. They see that, who you are, what you're doing, and they offer you a different job. Who knows how something that easily could happen? And it's all because you were putting in that full effort, that you were confident in yourself, and they saw that, and they didn't want your product, but they want you. And it was all how you represented yourself, man. That confidence and that attitude can be a game changer, brother. And like I said, you just never know what's in store. And even this moment of overcoming may be exactly what God has put in front of you. Maybe you just need to overcome these thoughts and the thought that door to door sales is anything other than what it is, man. So this is deep, you guys. Nice, Land. Amazing, brother. I put land building power lines. Oh, yeah, that would be good. Well, I know that he's local. Remember, we talked about land there. He's local. So, well, hey, Toots, I will check with you tomorrow morning-ish and we will see. Oh, no, tomorrow already works for me. I just, it'll be in the evening like this, but if you're fine with it, yeah, go spend time with your old lady and yeah, just plan on it if that's what you want to do. It's already a yes for me. So you don't even got to think about it any further. It's a yes here. So if you want to, then we'll do it, brother. So this is Lobo. I wouldn't let him around power lines unless he was highly trained. My father was. I wouldn't let him around power lines until he proved what he knew when he was doing. My father used to be a lineman. Yeah. Well, I got a buddy in the power. He's a safety administrator or a safety director, or actually he's probably like the head of safety of like 7 co-ops, I think, last I heard. So if you want to be safe, man, I can make a call and that could be taken care of. He definitely would be more than happy to have you come in and take some safety courses. I think he's OSHA. Oh yeah, he gives OSHA classes now for electric safety. Whatever the OSHA is involved with that, I don't know exactly what they are, but that's right. He told me he does, and he does the 20-hour, 24-hour, whatever it is, OSHA. And he said he would give it to me too. I asked him, I said, and in fact, I told him, I said, well, can I just get the OSHA card? And he was like, yep. I was like, all right, brother, thank you. I don't really want to though. I would want to learn when I do stuff, and because I can tell you guys when I like, it's like, for instance, when I went and got my concealed weapons permit, most people like dread going to that course or whatever. You guys, that 8-hour course that I went to get that permit, it was the best, most informational thing that could have ever happened. I suggest anybody that's going to use a firearm or something, man, go to a safety, go to a concealed weapon course. The information and the training you get in there is invaluable, man. So it's awesome. Lance's baby mama's calling. I'll be back. That's evil. It's Satan, Land. Don't do it. It's Satan, brother. Ignore it. And he's got a kid. I'm sure he's worried about his kid. Still Satan. So he says, Land, you and Gunship can join the military together. Air Force all the way. Yeah, I don't. Land's got a kid. He's trying to take care of Sojo, so I don't think he's wanting to leave. He's trying to stay local so he can take care of his daughter. She'll Sojo, I got this. I will say, Sojo, if Labola said he's got it, I would trust Labola, man. He knows how to take care of these situations. Yeah. Oh, you guys are sweethearts, forgiving each other. Very nice. Amazing, you guys. Good stuff, man. Yep. So Lobola, like I was telling these guys earlier, man, anytime you think you're intelligent, you just set yourself up to be angry. You set yourself up that someone's going to tell you you're not intelligent and you're going to hate them for it. And that's so true. Just like I was telling the guys earlier about this gal who was on this morning. I still don't get that, man. I still don't get how someone could come on, talk about love and God, and then say that people are causing an energy that, they can't handle or whatever, and then they gotta, kick them, take them away from God. But it doesn't just happen to her. I told you about that minister, that other. He told me, he's like, I have a YouTube ministry. Come check it out. I go and check him out, and the very first thing I see is him getting angry at somebody and banning them from the chat. And I don't know, man. Like, I'm sorry, you guys, but I just cannot understand that and I don't even call it, like, I don't call this a ministry. I don't call this church. You guys, it's a fellowship. We're just here. We're just either 2, 3, 20, 100 people, however many people show up, guys talking about God. That's all it is, man. So or have your steel toes on around me? I think I'm too dumb. I'm learning math. Gun, dude, be dumb, brother. That's just fine. It's okay to be dumb, man. Nothing wrong. I'm dumb. Hey, I dropped out of high school. I had to go back and get my GED. I have no after high school education. You guys, I'm dumb. It's okay to be dumb. Look at how far I've made it. Look at how I'm overcoming still, even though I'm dumb. I didn't need any of that stuff. You can do it. You can go and you can achieve or whatever you need to do. But man, as soon as you identify with it, you'll still have all those things going on inside of you. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. The guy says, I took basic math to pass just to get out of junior high. I got a D on it. Yep. It's 10-4. I'm the guy. I'm the guy for all the young guns. The young guns, brother. It's very nice. Bully your sweetheart. Yeah, see, you'd probably be. I think Labola's about. I think me and Labola are pretty close to the same age. So yeah, you could be my dad. My dad was much older than you are, but you could have been my dad. Are you my dad? So is that sorry, guys. It's being stupid. It's like that. There's that little show or whatever that's on, and I think like Detroiters or something, or something, or maybe that's the guy that was on that show or whatever. But the guy's like, he says something. They're talking trash to each other, and so the guy says, "Yeah, that's what your mom said," or whatever. And he's like, "What? You talked to my mom?" And then he gets on the phone and he calls me. He's like, "Dad, mom's not dead." No. And they're all sitting there like, oh no. Like, it was a joke, man. This guy's calling his dad, telling him his mom's not dead. Toots is 2 years older than me. Nice. Amazing. Labola, you're just a kid. Oh, that's right. We talked about that. Just like VTech. VTech's like 2 or 3 years older than me. And all the time he's like, you're a kid. What are you talking about, kid? I'm like, we're 2 years apart. What do you mean, kid? What are you talking about? It's just funny though. Now it's just an ongoing joke. Ken, what's going on, brother? Oh, Ken likes to think he's intelligent. Nice, Ken. Very nice. He likes to think he's intelligent. Other people, it's getting other people to think that he's intelligent is the hard part. Ken, you're burnt. Sorry, that's mean. That's not true. Ken is intelligent, you guys. Can we all be in agreement that Ken is intelligent? Look, Rabola, nice. We are in agreement. Ken is intelligent. And then one guy in the background, Ken, dumb as hell. That way Ken can get some feeling. He's got to overcome it too, you guys. Well, nice, brother. Well, I hope you're having a great night, Ken. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, absolutely amazing, brother. You know me, my friend. It's so good. We went up to the out to the lake today. I don't know if you guys saw that stream earlier, out to the lake and streamed up there. I walked up and down the strip and it's not very good. I have to get a stabilizing camera selfie stick. I got to get a stabilizing one with a microphone. All is well. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I once I do that, those kind of streams will be better. But obviously if I'm gonna be walking around and stuff, I'm gonna need some kind of a stabilizing selfie stick. So I'll just have to, I don't know much about them, so I'll have to figure it out. Cleaned his air filter and put cherry red in the tank. Now wait a second, when you cleaned your air filter, what do you have? One of the oiled ones? Let it go. It's over. Your identity is over. What are you talking? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the lake this morning? Or my selfie stick? Wait, what's he talking about? Oh, you have an oil one. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, those are fine, probably where you live, but out here on these dirt roads where I live, oof, you don't want one of those oil ones. Dirt cakes up in those so bad. But if you live on blacktop, you're fine. They'll be perfect. I have a cold air intake. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what's going on with me. I got some type of indigestion going on. I have a cold air intake, but I use a paper filter, just a regular paper filter. Nice eagle, by the way. Indeed, man, that thing was insane. That was the wife. That wasn't even me. She stopped and got those pictures. That thing was gorgeous, so majestic. That's our bald eagle. We got so many animals out here, you guys. It's so cool. Got our deer, our turkey, rabbits, fox, two eagles, one mature and one younger that still hasn't got all of his white on his head and tail yet. Just starting to come through. So man, really nice. The animals out here are amazing. We are truly blessed, you guys. David set up that round table. We got something. Well, you guys want to do it tomorrow? You guys want to do something bigger tomorrow? Let's see who has availability tomorrow. Labola, do you want to come on tomorrow? David said he's going to come tomorrow. Hummingbird check me out today. They normally don't let me get close, but he was chill with me. Yep. He must sense you overcoming, brother. He must sense your nature. But yeah, if you guys want to come, we can do I can try and set something up. It's going to be late. How late are you talking? Late like this? I mean, I can have it ready. It's just a matter of doing it on Discord instead of I can only have two on Go Live together. But if we do it on Discord, I think we can have up to 6 as far as I know, maybe more. If we want more, then we might have to go to Zoom. And I can do all of them. I could stream any one of them. I can even do Zoom. Because I can do it through OBS. So now the Zoom one might take a little bit, but I don't think we're going to get more than 6 people probably. So I think we'll be okay. Yeah. Well, if we're doing it tomorrow, then I'll just set it up with Discord and then we can be ready. You're really upset, but you feel better now? Nice. Good, brother. There you go. Was it because something that just happened with your old lady? Is that what happened? You want to talk about it or not? If you don't want to, you don't have to, brother. But if you want to tell us, but yeah, overcome it, man, if that's the case. Can't let her get to you. I did tell you that evil was calling you. That's what happened. I did warn you, brother. I know that you feel obligated. I was telling my old lady, I was like, yeah, he's got his daughter with her though, but I know you feel obligated, but man, that's how evil gets to you. I know it because I have an ex, and every time she calls and I see that phone ring, I go, is it worth it? But I don't have little kids with her, so I don't have to worry about that. But you still never know what's going to happen. She calls me and she'll be like, this and this happened. And usually it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm like, so? But you never know. The thoughts will get you. That's right. Just don't be angry. There's no reason to be angry, Land, for sure. Nothing is worth being angry about. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. No, she's fine. She screamed at me a bunch this week and annoyed me, but she was just calling because my daughter has a rash on her hands and she was concerned. Huh. And now, see, this is interesting. Concerned how? She was concerned and she called you. Did she think that you would know what it was, or that you would have a suggestion? Does she need to be guided into the right thing to do? Or what was it that she was seeking? Because from my experience, whenever that happens, something like that, usually it's because that same thing, the ego in them, that it has nothing to do with the child, that because she has a feeling, then she wants to share that feeling with you. You got two devils fighting, that she wants you to feel. And that's what happens. And I'm sure you've seen this, Land, that when she calls you and she looks for agreement and you don't give it to her, it makes her mad. But when rashes happen, man, you need to tell her, hey, I'm not there. Overcome that yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not something that's life or death, you know what I mean? And of course, then she should call you. But calling you for every little thing, I disagree with that, man. I think you should tell her, hey, she got a rash on her hand, deal with it. That was what she needed to do. She was concerned I was going to blame her for it. I told her to put Aquifer on it. Blame for what? How is she? That's like people. You know why she thinks that is because that's what she would do to you, man. 100% Land. The only reason she thinks that you would that you would blame her for something that you would have no reason to blame her for unless she's responsible. There's two things: either she did do something and she is responsible, or that's how what she would do to you. One of the two. That's projection at its finest. It's ridiculous, man. But I understand it because that's how my ex was like that too. Every little thing. I had to tell her many times and say, hey, I am not your go-to for stuff. You need to call somebody else because we're divorced. Well, I'm not that person anymore. Yep. Yep. She would and does, friend. That's right. Because she wants to put that emotion in you. If I were you, I would stop answering the phone and I would tell her that, hey, I'm busy. If it's something important, leave a message. And then if it's life or death, she can leave a message. And dude, I would not call her back for anything. That way she can suffer in thought herself because she just wants you to suffer with her. What she wants is to draw you in. She's suffering. She wants you to suffer with her. So that way, misery loves company, brother. You know this. Misery absolutely loves company. If there's anything she can do to make you miserable with her, she's gonna do it. So if I could suggest one thing, it would say you don't need to talk to her. There's nothing that needs to be said to her unless something's wrong with your daughter. It can be all talking to your daughter. But that's deep stuff, you guys. That is very deep. Lavos says, Lane, you don't listen to us. You don't listen to us? You must overcome that, brother. But yeah, he's right. For sure. Yep. And I told my ex, I said, hey, do not call me anymore. If it's an emergency, call me. Otherwise, never call me again. I don't want to have anything to do with you in that way. I don't hate her, but that little whole thing of life where they feel like they need to tell somebody or talk to somebody, that ain't me. She wanted a divorce, so that's what she has to deal with. She has to find somebody else now to have that conversation with. That ain't me no more. Used to be, now it's not. So and it's work too because she doesn't call me anymore at all. I used to be in my ego. I know that for sure. I never did consider myself a playboy. I guess I maybe a little bit, but man, there's so many more guys that got so much more action than I ever got. Of course, I was married. You guys, I was married by the time I was 18. I was married with 2 kids by the time I was 20. So I took away a lot of my, my childhood. Oh, I was controlled by sex. You betcha. 100%. It was all I thought about. And I mean, I'm sure, although my ex-wife is absolutely evil, 100% to the core evil. So she would have to overcome a lot, but I take full responsibility. I was evil as well, man. I had the spirit of my mother in me. I had a Jezebel spirit. I chased women and only cared about women and, you know, as many women as I could be with or whatever. So yeah, I definitely was Labola. And now I care nothing. Isn't that weird how that changes, man? When you come to it like that, it's like I don't care at all. I don't even look at women anymore, you guys. It's so wild. I used to, like stare. And I was just thinking about this the other day because I was driving home and I was coming through downtown there in that little where the farmers market is. Welcome back home. Amazing. I was driving past that, up in the downtown, leaving that little farmer's market, and there was a whole bunch of girls walking down there, and they had all come from a bar or something in town there. So they were all dressed up and everything. And I was just like, normally I would have just stared, you just stare and check them out or whatever. Nope, not anymore now. You know what I do? I look the other way. They're all turning around to look, at my truck or, to check out whatever's going on. And I used to get so into that too. I used to love people to, like my vehicles I drove. But now I just look the other way and feel absolutely nothing about it. Nothing. I don't feel good about it. It feels like the right thing to do now, if you know what I mean. Like there's no interest at all. And I don't want anybody to feel like there's any interest. I have no problem with being nice, but yeah, that life for me is over. I have no interest in it anymore. See. And it says, I left her because she would go Jerry Springer level crazy on my ass on the daily. Yep. That happened with my ex too, except I didn't leave her. I dealt with that for 11 years and then she still left me. So it's the way she goes. Yep. Welcome back home. Drop all identities. Indeed. Do not identify with any, especially that. Well, not even especially any of them, right? There's no difference. Anytime you identify with anything, it's going to take you to the same place, straight to Satan. See, so Dave's my wife of 23 years died in 2013. Almost 13 years ago, I've been celibate ever since. It doesn't bother me in the least, and my equipment works just fine. Well, Sojo, I understand that because I couldn't tell you the last time, you know, I was intimate or anything like that, and it doesn't bother me at all. And I don't even think about it. So, Sojo, I don't have to report to anybody. I do exactly what I want when I want for as long as I want. Nice. Good says, I feel so free. Thank you. My first and only relationship was 6 months. I lived with her day one. She was my first everything. Broke my heart, and she had a kid. I love him so much. Oh, Gun, man. Yep. Forget about it, brother. Just absolutely forget about that, man. And that kid, there's nothing you could do. The kid needs his father. I'm not saying you couldn't be a guiding light for him, but it'd never be right, man. You definitely at your age, you don't want to come into a relationship with a woman who has a child already, man. Especially if it's out of wedlock and, you know, you're just gonna mess yourself up, Gun. There's a reason she's in the situation that she's in, brother. And there's a reason obviously it didn't work out. So all identities, drop them, see them, drop them. Indeed, Labola, 100%. Drop the identities. Drop those identities like they just got roundhouse by the ghost of Chuck Norris. Nice. Yep. And you guys not only drop the identities, but drop them right now. I'm telling you, God can change your heart in the twinkling of an eye. It can happen right at this second. Gun, it can happen right now. Land, you know, the same thing, man. If you got angry, see it and drop it, man. You must drop it. I know that you're working on it, though, brother. I definitely know that. Land has been doing really good, you guys. But man, that spirit, it gets you. I'm an Indian, drop that identity. Indeed. The same as I'm a Mexican. I used to tell people that all the time, Labola, and how many times have you heard me say that? Someone had to ask me to get it out of me now. I don't go around telling people that. I do not care. I don't know why anybody else would, but it matters to them. It don't matter to me. She cheated, then tried to build a relationship back up. I told her she was destroying my life. It hurt, but now I'm here. Um, well, I will say, Gun, that once you've overcome that, you'll see, forgive them, they know not what they do. She just has the spirit of evil inside of her, man. It's not you, it's not even her, but it is Satan that controls all of that. It's controlling the thoughts, it's controlling the actions. And you'll see, you just have a long way to go. And that's why you shouldn't even be worried about it right now, man. You definitely shouldn't be worried about a woman that's not just naturally being a part of your life without looking or searching for it. But you can't find those things until you overcome that spirit inside you, Gun. Go and forgive, brother. If your parents are still there and you can, go and face them. You're going to be shaking in your boots. You're going to be scared to death, but go and face them and forgive them. It's not for them, it's for you. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter if they accept it, if they cuss you out for it. Go and do it because it's for you. It's the only way that God can forgive you to fully bring you out of this, Gun. You must go and forgive so you can be forgiven, brother. Yep. Can't move forward till you drop all that mess. Yep. All those thoughts, everything, you have to see it. You can at least, if you see it, you can start. Seeing it is the start for sure. Seeing the thoughts, seeing that they're not you, those identities, because you're going to identify with all of those thoughts. As soon as you see that, this is awesome. David is waking up. Yep. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, no, truly, Labola, for sure. Like, exactly with the identities and the intelligence. Yep. And I mean, that's me and David started talking about this. That's what kind of spawned this whole intelligence thing. I didn't know that it was going to go this far because he was talking about it. And because basically I was talking about me, and he was telling me that I think that's how it was, that I'm, more intelligent than I think and all this. And I was telling him, no, 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 no. Like, that's what you think. That's not what I think. Right. So, and we started talking about it, and it got deep, and then I reflected on all of it, and I realized that I needed to go further. And then, like, we were talking about it, man. I'm telling you, we talked about it. He left the chat, and 2 minutes later, I read that passage out of Luke that says that you should be humble and not sit in the bridegroom's seat, but sit in the furthest seat away. And it was just like so perfect, man. And that's why I was like, okay, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about it a little more. And so, and then I went over to he did a little stream about it, and I went over and talked to him, and then boom, then we came back, talked about it this morning. The other girl was talking about it. This is an identity that so many people are searching for, apparently. I didn't realize, but that identity of being smart, that identity of intelligence. People want to be intelligent bad. They want other people to think they're smart more than they care about God. They would rather you tell them that they're smart than that they're spiritually successful. And I would like to get my buddy Ralphie to come on and talk about this too, because I haven't talked to him in a minute, and he was starting to get. He's the one that set all this in motion for me. That started all of this. Is my buddy Ralphie and what happened with him. I would just really love to talk to him about this stuff and get him involved with this as well, because I think he would definitely enjoy overcoming all these things. But yeah, he came to me and he told me that he was going to church and stuff, and I mean, he wasn't really happy about it. It seemed like he was upset and he wasn't really getting. He was trying though. He wanted to try. You could tell he was trying to, but it was like he was torn about it. And so because it made me mad, and I went searching for just anything I could find to prove that he was being hypocritical about it and that he shouldn't be doing it. And instead, man, I just found that I was searching for what was empty inside of me, and it had nothing to do with my buddy Ralphie at all, man. But it was all inside of me, and when I found it, it changed my whole life. I don't even know if he knows that it was from what happened with him or not. I haven't really talked to him too much about it. I have told him to go and forgive. You know, he's my best friend. So once I got that and I knew that that was the right way, I told him, I said, man, you've got to go and forgive your mother and your father. He sees the evil in his mother too. And we were talking about that. So I told him, man, you must go and forgive, but I don't know if he has or not. You know how that goes, you guys. And I'm not going to hound him about it. So it's up to him. He's busy, man. The Indian stuff is fake, indeed, brother. Totally fake, man. It's an identity that other people give to you. It's not even your own. See, Lane says everyone has a different ego trip. Some want to be rich, some want physical power, some want intellectual power. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right, Lan. When you're in the ego, you're playing God. That's exactly right, brother. That's deep. 100% when you're in the ego, you are playing God. And true, I think what he means that the ego is the same is it's the same spirit. It's just it's like we it attacks us in what is interests us. And so the ego is the same, whether it's money, whether it's power, it's the same ego, but it knows how to get to you. It knows you seek power. Your ego knows you seek wealth. Your ego knows you seek for people that call you smart and intelligent. Your ego knows that, but it is all the same ego because ego is Satan. 100% Satan, you guys, is the ego. And yeah, when you're in the ego, you're playing God. That's right, Lan. Spot on. Is a traditional Southern African custom where a bridegroom's family makes a payment, often in cash or cattle, to the bride's family, serving as a symbolic pride bride price. Did I miss something? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I missed something. I'm not sure. What's his land? The ego serves itself, the feel good feeling and the bad feeling, it serves itself. Amazing. I live next to a church. I'll be going. Thank you all. Nice, Gun. I will say, Gun, just for forewarning, be careful, brother, because Satan will be everywhere around you, man. Don't think that you're safe just because you're in a church. Go in there, see what it is, but don't identify with that either yet, or at all. Not even yet. Just don't identify with the church. Listen to what they say, go home, and then let the Holy Spirit, let God reveal, give you the wisdom from it. Just don't go in there and get all into it. Definitely don't go in and get emotional, gun. Stay out of emotion. If it feels good, if it starts giving you a good feeling, run away from it, man. It's not what you're looking for. You need perfect peace. You don't want something that's going to feel good because then when you go back to church tomorrow and it doesn't feel good, you're going to think something's wrong with you. Just don't set yourself up with that, gun, I will say, okay? And just know that those people in there, they're struggling with the same things you are. Most of the people that are in church are still dealing with depression, anger, fear, guilt, lust, all of these things. Church doesn't fix that for them. But go in fellowship. I'm not trying to keep you away from church. I just want you to be aware that evil's still there, brother. So seek the answers, but seek them within. Let the Holy Spirit give you the wisdom behind what you learn. So it says, I looked the name and I was curious. I found what it means. I don't know if Labola knew, but I suspect he, yeah, I think he does. Oh boy. All right. Okay, you two. Your egos are popping out right now, huh? I always feel awful in churches, Larry. Yeah, I understand. It's not that I feel awful, but I certainly don't feel connected like the people in there act like they are, is all. I don't get any feeling from it. Certainly not this this overwhelming excitement or happiness from it. But I do get that with just being with God myself silently. Don't get to tell me to shut up. Will says I do. You guys. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's see. It's the test of all tests, if you ask me, Labola. I see what's going on. Ooh, this is deep. Oh, we've been waiting for this moment. Dang, you can't say that now, Sojo. Respect is a different fellowship. Dang it. Well, Labola's going to tell you. I have no doubt. Sojo, respect is another identity, my friend. It's another one. But we do that exact thing that Sojo's doing, and I don't know if Sojo's serious. I don't want to assume anything, but I do know right there is exactly what people happen. You must respect your elders, and as soon as you have that thought and someone doesn't respect their elders, you hate them for it. You're angry with them. It's the same thing, you guys. This is deep stuff, man. This is very deep stuff. So I don't know if you're being serious about it, Sojo, but if you are, you should know that that right there is the same thing, man. It's ego. The only reason that you think you deserve respect is the ego. Yeah, well, it's a test, Sojo. It's not really. It's shut up. It's nothing, man. Sojo, it's just words. It shouldn't affect you at all, is what. And I'm sure Labola is saying the same thing. He doesn't really. He's not really telling you to shut up like that. It's a test to see if you're in the ego or not. It wouldn't matter. He being said he can say it doesn't mean anything to you, Sojo. It should mean absolutely nothing to you, brother. Labola should be able to say anything in this chat. He should be able to say, call people names, disrespect everybody, and you get no feeling from it. Labola since 1974. Good stuff, man. I like that. But you know what I mean, right, Sojo? You get what I'm saying with that, brother? It is so true, man. But and I see what you're saying, but truly we must drop that thought of that we're owed any respect. That way we just don't get angry with people, man. I know it's very difficult to let go of that. We have been taught our whole lives that we deserve respect and elders and just with wisdom, you know, all these reasons that we need respect. And I can tell you guys, nobody deserves respect. You we are nothing, man. We are absolutely nothing that we who are we even that deserve respect? Who are we? You know? Feel that my joke didn't get enough respect. Respect my joke. You see what I'm saying? But you guys, you see that, right? That as soon as you think someone is disrespecting you, you're angry about it. It's a trick, man. Respect is another trick. I have that actually for a fellowship though, you guys. So we'll be talking about respect. That'll be a question. Do you deserve respect? It's deep. Teaches respect for elders and mandates honoring the age, often linking this behavior to revering God. And if someone doesn't do that, is that in you, Sojo, or them? What we're talking about, you're okay. This is what I'm not saying what Labola is doing is spoken like a true overcomer, zero respect. I'm not saying that Labola is the one who's right here. I'm saying that you're wrong for being upset about it, Sojo. We're not even talking about Labola in this situation. We're only talking about you and your spirit, brother. And so if you and your spirit has respect, then enough said, right, Sojo? You have that. Just Labola not respecting you, that has nothing to do with you or that or anything at all. It's not in you, Sojo. That's in Labola. And I know Labola, so I know what's going on, but it's always he does it so that way he can see that if you can see what's going on inside of you or not. But yeah, so Joe, it's not about Labola. But and you're right. And I'm not even arguing what you're saying that is in the Bible there. I'm sure you're right, so Joe. But that is in you to see that you don't have any right to be angry about it. That's all. Toots doesn't have to speak for me. Fine then, Labola. I won't say another word. I thought I was doing the right thing here because you guys have to text it out. All right, I won't speak for him then. Labola, say whatever you want, brother. I'm not even trying to speak for you. I just know the truth. Should I speak the truth still? And if I know the truth, Labola, then I know what's going on, brother. But you're right. I don't have to speak for you. I will shut up, my friend. Enough said. So he says, I had no problem with Lobola until he told me to shut up. It's got nothing to do with my spirit. Don't tell me to just shut up for no reason. Oh man, Sojo, that's a shame. Are you really upset about that, brother? Huh. Very interesting, my friend. And then because I told you that it was your spirit, then you're upset with me about it? Wow, this is really deep, man. Well, in this case, I would say then God bless Lobola. And it says, Gunship, dang, but I respect your honesty. What are you guys talking about? I don't know what you're talking about there. I guess it's not for me if I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, I'll move on. All right, so Joe, great question, man. What if you let him get away with it? What would happen? If Lobola got away with it and you didn't say a word, Sojo, let's just say he told you to shut up, right? You didn't say what one word to him, what would happen? Well, I don't feel anything about it. And I don't feel anything about you being upset, but I'm telling you the truth about this. So if you're feeling anything about it, it's in you is all I'm saying. I don't know because I'm not in you, Sojo. I'm just giving an example of what happens. But if you are upset, which it does come off like that because you're telling him that he can't do something. Um, when I don't know, it seems like he can. It just seems like also you're saying that you can get upset about it. And I agree with that. You can. But um, Jesus wouldn't want you to do that. Jesus would have had you turn the other cheek. He would have said, turn the other cheek and love him. Because Sojo, if the same thing were to happen and he were to say something about me or you were to say something about me, I would just say, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. Generally, when you let people get away with it, they continue the pattern and repeat it or becomes more prevalent or and worse. Yeah, but still, what happens, man? How does that affect you though? Still, even if it gets worse, there's a pattern, they're mean to people. How does that affect you, man? You personally, how could he affect you in this chat in any way, shape, or form other than you allowing him to get into your head? Oh, that's just allowing Satan to get into your head. Old Testament, God burns down cities and floods them out for over a month. Nice, logged out. Good thing Jesus came and fixed all that, brother. What did I get away with? Oh, you know what? I'm not speaking for Labola no more. You guys can talk about it, Sojo. I told you. So if you don't see, brother, there's nothing else I can do for you in that way. You guys can talk about it if you want. I'll stay out of the middle of it. I'm not here to fight, that's for sure. Nice news, brother. Logged out time. Nice, brother. Welcome to the family. Amazing. Very nice, brother. Welcome. Beautiful. Doof, what's going on, buddy? Welcome, you guys. Doof is in the house. He's our friend from down under. Oh man, I pitched my sale to a guy that was literally talking out of the side of his neck with like a whole thing. I was like into my first paragraph. He was like, do you want new windows? He actually had one of those things, huh? Just so he wouldn't have to keep listening to me. Nice. So he says, see, nice. Amazing, Labola. Dude, just finished work. Nice, brother. Amazing, you guys. Very deep stuff going on here, man. Very deep. Let's see. Gun says, I respect that you're letting everything take its course. Indeed, brother. It's not up to me, man. It's up to God. God deals with this stuff. I am just here to point people back to the Father, man. That's the only thing that I do here is I give you guys the truth of what has happened and worked for me, what's happened to me and what has worked for me, and I point you guys back to the Father. And that is through the teachings of Jesus Christ. That is, and see what's going on inside your heads, admit you're wrong, go and forgive so you can be forgiven and be born again in the Spirit of the Father. You guys, there's nothing else to it. That's it. Drop your anger, 100%. And yeah, God, and we get that a lot. You'll see that things get a lot wilder than this in here for sure. Um, we get all kinds of people like trying to troll and stuff, but I can tell you at least 50% of the time they end up just being a part of our group because they know that we just love all here, man. There is, well, at least from me, I can't speak for the other people in chat, but from me, it is all love, you guys. All love, the truth. I give you guys the truth, but without judgment. I can tell you guys whether it's right or wrong, but I don't judge you for it. I still love you, each and every one of you, because I know what happened with me. I know what went on inside of me. I know how Satan still tries to get after me, you guys, and I know how difficult it is to overcome that. So that's why I love all. He says, all right, who's fighting? Let's see, logged out says, can I open a sensitive perspective? I just got here. Log, this is fellowship, brother. Lots of history, by the way. We talk about everything, man. Just give it to us, logged. That's what we do here, brother. I am here. I have overcome that spirit. And so I'm here to everybody can come and give it to me. Plus, I'm always making sure. So no matter what, I tell people to just come and say whatever you're going to say and do whatever you're going to do and get it out so that way we can see whatever's going to happen. Put it out here in front of us, you guys. Let's go. That's what it's about. Now, if you guys are, going to go crazy and say a bunch of like crazy words and stuff, I'm not going to read your guys' comments, just so you know. But other than that, that's about it. I still won't ban you, but I just won't read your comments out loud. This feels like after you get into a fist fight with a guy and then become really good friends. Nice. Hey, so I got some time to spare. Nice little spare time. It's nice. You guys, let's see log. I'm avoiding details for doxing reasons. However, a lot of religious studies. Am I missing something here? What is going on? Lots of history, by the way. I don't know what's going on, Log, but just tell us whatever it is, man. I don't think it'll bother me any, so I don't know if it's something other than that. Again, I'm not affected by comments or words or anything in the chat, so you guys just say anything, do whatever. I can tell you this, if I was affected, you guys, I wouldn't be here still. You know how many people have come in here and called me every name in the book? I am evil. I'm a blasphemer. I'm a liar. I'm not, I don't know. People come in here and pray for me because I won't return to God. All this stuff, man, that God, I'll be denied because of my beliefs, you guys. Man, if I let that stuff affect me, I wouldn't be here with you guys right now. We must overcome all of that. Words from, especially words of other people, they can't affect you. Nothing can affect me, you guys. Hit us with the truth. Yeah, okay, so Log says, is a perspective that is more love, although appears blasphemous on the surface at first. Are you talking about? There's a lot of buildup here, Log. Just give it to us, man. Enough with the buildup. Don't destroy the mystery, Toots. Wait, what did I do now? I don't know what's going on. It says, it's an idea of name calling and Satan devil. Oh, man, you're dancing around it here, Log. I don't know what to think yet. Doof says, I'm smart in my own way. Doof. Amazing, brother. We'll talk about that here in just a second. Well, it says, they love us, Lucas. Indeed, brother. Oh, it says, right name calling. I hit send. Oh, okay. Right name calling. Lan, I still don't know why you keep saying you're not good, brother. All is well, man. Well, no man is good, so I get that, but all is well, my friend. You're okay, man. Stop speaking that reality to yourself, Lan. Gosh, if I could just get you to do one thing, it would be to stop being in agreement with those spirits, Lan. Every time you say that you're not okay, man, that's you're just in agreement with these evil spirits that are in your head, brother. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Lan. You're good, brother. Not to it's is outstanding and true overcomer. He's already found true happiness. Indeed, brother. Thank you, Ace. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. It does take overcoming, you guys. You guys got to continue to overcome every single thing. Well, all the kids are searching. We have to show them the way. Indeed, Labola. I agree. Logged out timer says Lucifer is the name, and in God's perfect creations, Lucifer is the pool filter. The Bible, as the first self-help book of the word is Lord, is a literal and a book with metaphors. Okay. I'm so far Rod, what you're saying isn't like anything that's too insane. So I'm not sure that I understand the pool filter part yet, but again, Log, the thing is I'm dumb, man. You're gonna have to really explain this to me if you want me to get it, probably, because I'm not sure. But I have asked this question many times, is the Bible literal or metaphorical? So I have asked that question many, many times. The bull says Satan loves us so much he comes to the chat. Amazing. That's deep, brother. That is deep, Labola. It is true though. Self-talk, etc., is a concept about the word. He says, I have no idea what's going on. I'm trying to see if I can understand what he's saying. I I think he's just talking about the Bible being what if I told you that let's see, what is it? I think he's saying the Bible is a basic instructions before leaving Earth, is what he's saying, I believe. Is that what you're saying, brother? Basic instructions before leaving Earth? That's the Bible acronym. Dude, Toots, it's Mother's Day in 2 days. I'm a little anxious. Have you any advice? Yeah, I sure do, Doof. Oh, in fact, I was going to tell you too about smart. We'll talk about the advice first. Um, yeah, watch that thought. Sit in it, Doof. Stay with it. Don't run away from it. Okay. Stay with it. Sit in it, but don't identify with it. Don't call it you. Don't call it yourself. Just see that it's in your head. And then God will take it away from you, man. You'll overcome that too. That nervousness or anxiousness, it's just Satan messing with you, dude. He's just in your head because he wants you to feel that. He wants you to get emotional. He wants you to lose control. He wants you to hate. He wants you to be angry. So, what God wants you to do is just sit with it, see that the thought's there, don't identify with it, watch it so that way he can take it away from you, dude. And he'll take it away, man. You'll see as soon as this time comes and it's past, you'll see there was nothing to even think about, man. That it was just a trick from Satan, dude. So you've got it, brother. You absolutely got it. And then on the smart thing, do when you're smart in your own way, I get that. And what we're saying is that, and that's fine. But as soon as you identify with it, Doof, and you say, "Well, I'm smart," then someone comes up and tells you you're dumb, you're going to get angry about it because you've identified with being smart or intelligent. And so I always like we've been saying, I've been telling these guys in here, it's okay to get knowledge, to gain knowledge in whatever way you're gaining it, but know that even the ability to gain knowledge is through God. It's not of ourselves. that he's given us that gift. And so we must give glory to God in that way. But having the knowledge, it won't make you wise. Only God can give you the wisdom behind the knowledge. But you can't identify with it, because then you'll worship the knowledge, dude. You'll think that the most important thing is being smart, instead of the most important thing is overcoming thought, overcoming evil, and loving all. So anyway, I wasn't saying that you were doing that, dude. I'm just saying that's why you must be careful with identifying with being intelligent, or identifying with being smart. These are the reasons, because it always leads you back to the same place. Eventually, no matter what, someone's going to say, you're not smart. And then boom, you'll fall right back in. But yeah, with Mother's Day, dude, just stay with it, man. Stay with it. See that feeling. Don't run away from it. Don't try and hide. Don't try and get away from it. Stay with that anxiousness. Watch it, and God will take it away from you, brother. Nothing else to it, man. It's so good, dude. And I got to tell you, brother, it's amazing what you're doing, man. You're doing the right thing, and just stick with it. So stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. All right, now let me see if I can figure out what Log was saying. Both. Okay, I got you. Both. When you were talking about the basic instructions before leaving Earth, I think that's what you're talking about. The bull says Satan loves us. I thought Satan hated us. Ah, very interesting. Yes, yes. Does Satan hate us? Or does Satan want to be God? I don't even think Satan hates God. Satan's a fallen angel. Does Satan even have hate? Or is he just playing God? He gets off by controlling humans to go against God on their own will, because Satan can't go against God himself. So Satan gets off by making you go against God through manipulation and thought inside your guys' heads. So no, Satan loves you, man. Satan absolutely loves us. He loves controlling us. We're weak. We don't see the truth. We don't see the Father past him, and we give right into Satan all the time, over and over again. Almost everybody, man. There is truly only a handful of people that are overcoming, you guys. Many are called, but few are chosen. Very few. So yeah, so that's what. Oh, am I not supposed to speak for Labola again? Dang it! Sorry, Labola. He told me not to speak for him. Let's see. Lardell says, Tooch just happened to mention self-talk, how to live better life, Bible self-help. Okay, I'm just, you know what, man? I'm sorry, Log. I'm trying to wrap my mind around what you're saying. And I think I get what you're saying, that it's just like a self-help book, in theory. And I don't see how that's wrong, because it is the self-help book, right? It's the only one that can actually fix you. So it's like so I don't know if that's, I think I'm in complete agreement with that. It is the only self-help book. All that other stuff is all ego, mind, BS. There's only one self-help book, and it's the Bible. So is that what you're saying, brother? I think I can agree with that, if that's what you're getting at. It's the only self-help book actually that actually works. Yeah, for sure. And again, you guys, definitely that case. I suggest do not worship the Bible, worship God. Use the Bible as the map to the treasure, but do not worship it. Otherwise, you won't be worshiping God. If you care about the Bible too much, it's the same thing. If someone comes to you and tells you that they hate the Bible, and if you're so into the Bible, you're going to be angry. You're going to be defending the Bible, you guys. I see it all the time in here. I see it in our fellowship, you guys. People come in here and they're defending the Bible, and there's no need to. They don't have to do that. They can see that God has given them whatever he's given them. They don't have to defend the Bible. God didn't say you must defend the Bible. You must die for the Bible. God only wants you to give all to him. God said you must die to return to him. And that is the ego death. It's not even really dying to return to him. It's the death of the ego. which is why we talk about what the Bible is, if it's literal or metaphorical. So this is all deep stuff here. Oh, let's see. Soldier says, I respect what Lavelle is trying to say. For those of you who didn't pick up on it, is that Satan loves us because we are effective, and he loves to attack us because we are effective for Christ. Indeed. Some people think they need to say things cryptically when it should be made clear what they're saying, since not all are the same spiritual level. Uh, I don't know about. I mean, the Bible is extremely cryptic, Sojo. Extremely cryptic, I feel like, in that way. And that, like, you have to really understand those lessons that are given like that. So I don't know. I think the Bible's like that as well. But I'm clear with people. I agree with that. I think that I try and be crystal clear about what I say like that. But um let's see. Tulane says, what's your friend's name that went Boot to Foot? JD is his name. Yeah. Boot to Foot, his name was JD. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was James Dean, if that was his actual name, but anyway, he was always JD. Mr. JD Singleton. Heck of a guy. He did. Let's see. Logged out says conceptual totems. You see, Logged, you're just saying things that I'm sorry, man. I'm just too dumb to understand some of that stuff. I don't even really know what a totem is, I guess. I think it's those things that like people would worship or something, tribes or natives or things like that. But you know what? I'm just not even sure. I'm talking about stuff I don't know. So again, Log, I'm just kind of dumb, man. So you'll have to dumb it down a little bit for me. Sorry, brother. Will says, let's do a Bible thumper roundtable. Well, we need where's Michael been? Speaking of Bible thumpers, where is Michael? Michael and Clark Kent have not been here in a minute. I'm afraid because they couldn't convince enough of what they were, doing. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to get into that conversation here, but you know what they think and you know how the whole thing devolves in that moment. So I don't know if they're not coming for that or whatever, but we mentioned Michael. I really enjoy talking to Michael, man. That dude is so biblically knowledgeable. So he's amazing to talk to. Even if we don't see eye to eye on everything, it's an absolute blast to talk to that guy. And he would be perfect for it. So yeah, I agree, Labola. We need to get Viper too. He's really knowledgeable on the on the Bible as well. Get him back in here. What's his name? Let's see. Forget now. What was Viper's name? Skylar. That's right. Get Skylar back in here. He's super knowledgeable on the Bible as well. Love spirit. Some are more broken, need repairs, and others found their way and are in true peace. Indeed, brother. Hopefully everybody's working on it, man. At least all you guys. Hopefully, man, if I can just impart one thing on you, is to stay with working on overcoming those spirits, you guys. This is worship the imagination. I'll let you just do your thing. He loves controlling us, but only God can actually love us. Yeah, well, Satan's playing God is what it is, Land. And so he loves himself. And because he can manipulate you, he loves you. He doesn't love you once you've overcome. I can tell you that. What's happening in this chat? He hates this. He absolutely hates this. This is the worst thing for Satan right now, is us talking about truth in this chat. But the ones he can control, those in the fallen state, he definitely loves them. They worship him. Think about that, Land. The people in the fallen state are worshiping Satan. They talk to him, they hang out with him, they're best friends with him. They love Satan. So, and Satan loves them. Those in the fallen state, Satan loves. But those of us that have overcome, Satan hates us, man. And I'm good with that. So it says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Well, you know that I can't agree with that anymore. In fact, that's Corinthians, 2:2 or something like that. That's on the back of my cards that I'm having made for our fellowship. right there. Let me just do I have that? Let's see, do I have a picture of it on here? Maybe I do. I don't know if it transferred to these photos or not. If it did, I'll show you. It did not. Okay. So let's see. Just the front. Come on, man. Here we go. I think I got it on his. Of course, he's not on here. Dang it, you guys. Anyway, it's on a post. If you guys just go look at my post, it's on there, but it's the back of my card. And yes, um, one of the main things we talk about here is bringing all thoughts into captivity. Every one of them. Bring all thought. All thoughts are all lies all the time. Every single one of them, except practical thought, which is like, I'm hungry, I need to eat, my shoes untied, I need to tie it. It's time to go to bed so I can get up to go to work in the morning. Things like that. Practical thought. All other thought is from Satan, you guys. You must bring all thoughts into captivity. All of them. Every one. Log said the last message is a note in rejection to your talk, worshiping. Lucifer is a tool of God's creation, tempting those to get themselves filtered out. Another version is Jesus was harmful to the Pharisees, so they petitioned the Romans to kill him. This idea that Lucifer and the devil Satan are distinct, that hanging the cross is symbolic murder, hung upside down to let him live. Dude, just stuff you're saying. I'm sorry, Log. Some of it I kind of understand, but man, this it's way over my head what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know. Are you saying that God intentionally made Lucifer knowing that he was going to be the fallen angel and that this was going to happen and that he was going to control humans on Earth? Or are you just saying that's just a theory? Or is that what you think? Yeah, where's Michael been? I know, that's what I'm saying. So the Bible is fundamentally different from a self-help book because it focuses on divine rescue and transformation by God rather than human-driven improvement. Yeah, so that's why I say it's the only one that works. The Bible is the only, it's not a self. I mean, it is because you're going to help yourself. When you overcome, it is yours. It's the only one you're helping. You're only going to help yourself by overcoming. You can't help anybody else. They must help themselves as well. You can show them the way, but they may still do it themselves. So you can only help yourself. So that's why I was saying it's the only self-help book that works. None of that other stuff ain't going to work. Not one self-help book can help you overcome the spirit world. They might be able to help you get by for a moment. That's what a lot of people talk about, coping with something or just, something to get through a moment. Like they'll get depressed and then they do something that makes them happy again for the moment. But that never fixes you, man. It's only a temporary fix. Well, says nothing is cryptic. I say what I mean. Let's see why self-help books help to heal and boost the self. The Bible provides a story of redemption, offering relationship with God. That's right. I'm not comparing it to a self-help book, Sojo, just so you know. You don't have to explain it like that. I'm saying it's the only book that can help you. And in that way, it's the only self-help book. And you must do it yourself. No one can do it for you. It's God, you and God, but it's between you and God, no other person. Log says I'm cryptic. That word gets used a lot towards me, no matter over the years. Apologies. The totems, yeah, that's back in convo a bit. Yeah. I'm sorry. And again, Log, I'm just dumb, man. And I'm probably behind in chat, so my feet smell like that a little bit today. Wolf, it's getting hot out here. Uh-oh. I have to go give them a wash. So logged out, yes. The Bible will help you. It's literally help from God. Yeah, 100%. That's true. God is in control if it's God's plan. The church is Satan, devil. The name is Lucifer. You talk live, yet call names. I'm sorry, man. I don't understand a lot of what you're saying, unfortunately. That's the difference. God loves you even in the fallen state, and when He builds you back up, God just loves you even when we are like the prodigal son. Yeah. Now, God's love is unconditional for sure. Love, life, light bringer. Again, logs, brother. I don't know. Maybe you're talking to somebody that understands more than me. I'm not sure, man. Let's see. Lance says, church is the body of Christ, the collective body of all believers, and each of us are a temple. Church isn't a building. Right. Yeah. They made it into that, though, haven't they? Log says, knowledge from the apple, go forth and be fruitful, procreate prosperity. They could follow his commands until they ate the apple or the tree of knowledge. I think a lot of people have a discrepancy, but I understand what you're saying, Log. Uh, Indeed. And your tacos, David, we need you in your tacos. Let's see. Lux says, yes, it's more like Lucifer says, Dad, I'm just as good as you. God cast the thirds to the world. Figure it out yourself. I said self-help book. Nice. I don't know, man. I'll let God figure it out for me. I'll tell you that, though. Of myself, I can do nothing, but through God, all things are possible. Oh. And yeah, that, like I said, that quote from, I think it's Corinthians like 2:2 or something like that. Bring all thoughts into captivity. Man, that is spot on. Um, well, logged. There are many in the fallen state, brother, that are identifying with Satan, for sure. Many are in that fallen state, and you're right. They are perfect. They just don't see it because they identify with Satan. That's really all of it, Lodge. And I don't know whether you agree with this, but really it's all about overcoming the ego, letting the ego die so you can be born again with the spirit of the Father, God's spirit, the same one that Christ had. Christ had the nature of his Father, and you should have the nature of Christ. God in Christ, Christ a man, man over woman, woman over child. It's the perfect order of God. But I don't know. I don't even care what kind of state he's in. Again, I don't want to identify Satan like that, but I can tell you that he's in every person's head, controlling them through thoughts. Whatever his state or his nature is, I can tell you that he is manipulating every single person in the world through thought. Through thought and through the weakness of the flesh, he controls people. And those are what we speak of the fallen state. But God made you perfect. And this is why I talk about we're not sinners. It is that spirit that is within us that makes our flesh sin, but it's not us. We're perfect. God made us perfect, you guys. We are 100% perfect souls. We just don't see it. We're blinded. Let's see. Okay, go back here. Let me see what Sojo said. Hey, look at that. All caught up on chat. Yep, nice. For the moment. You're absolutely fallen and separated from God until you come into relationship and accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior. If we're perfect, we would never die. Even God says, not one is good. Yeah, no man is good. But let's see, what were you saying? Until you come into relationship and accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior. If we were perfect, we would never die. Oh, you think we die, Sojo? That's interesting. Do you not believe in everlasting life, or are you just talking about death of the body, dropping the body? It does say in Galatians, I don't remember what verse and chapter, but it says if you've overcome the spirit of this world, you will not be hurt from the second death. We talked about this before, and the second death would be that which is dropping the body, which isn't even death. It's just it's the death of the earth. but not of your spirit. It's the death of your earthly life, but your spirit stays in eternal life with the Father. What do you think about that? Sojo, you agree with that? Silog says, but your belief, I'm directly connected since conception. Well, that's true, you are. But when you're born through the mother, you must be born again of the Father, though. That's what happened. And that's what happened in the garden, Adam and Eve. And that's why it continues today. That's why women still make Satan their God and men still make women their God. It's a vicious cycle that we cannot overcome. It's the number one story in the Bible. It's the very first thing you learn about. And yet it's the very thing that we can't overcome. Isn't that deep, you guys? We cannot overcome it. This is almost unloading. Nice. Have you heard? Let's see. Fixer says, have you heard of the Beavians? No, I have not, brother. No idea what that is. He says, I have nerd mode on. Nice. Transcendental meditation. Log, are you just dropping big words now, dude? He's just trying to put the biggest words he can up here because he knows I'm dumb. I don't understand them. See, Soldier says, logged out. My father tells me he knew me before I was in the womb, not after I got in the womb. That's scripture. Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely true. That's how you were made perfect, even though being born through the mother is how we're manipulated by Satan. But the body wants everlasting life. That's why it heals itself. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Victoria, what's going on? Welcome. Amazing. God bless you. This is Jeremiah 1:5 in the Old Testament, where God tells the prophet Jeremiah, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Indeed, brother. Man, that's amazing. Death of the flesh. Nice. All right. Good deal. Nice. All right. Well, then we're in agreement, Sergio. No argument there, brother. Stephen Kelly says, Paul's starting to remind me of Epstein with these crazy promises and stuff. Really? Interesting. I guess you'd have to elaborate on what crazy promises Epstein gave you. I wouldn't know anything about that, brother. Did he have crazy promises? Let's see. Lance says, I've been up on my grind since 5. I've used the word transcend 87,000 times since then. You transcended? There's a real transcendence going on here, you guys. Let's see. Logged out says, limiting beliefs instilled. Have you explored the books excluded from the Council of Nicaea? And this guy, you must not be talking to me. I know he ain't talking to me, you guys. I don't have a clue what that he's talking about. Stephen Kelly says, reading the same notes for 500 years, man, we are stagnating. And we still can't overcome it, Stephen. Isn't that crazy? 500 years of the story of Adam and Eve, and we still can't overcome that spirit. Man, that's deep. Yeah, I think he was talking about people reading the Bible there, Ace, just so you know. Not about me necessarily, but maybe he was talking about me. I don't know. Lyle says, Gospel of Judas, and more careful of the trickery of the church. Body heals, we give it help. It's our duty to create everlasting life. So Stephen says, and to think how it's been like mythologized. WTF, there is only one symbolism. He was always talking like this. Nice. So Ace, that's exactly how you talk to your brothers in Christ. You don't tell them to shut up. Well done, young man. Sojo, are you still thinking about that, brother? Man, I would let go of that thought, Sojo. I don't know if you are, but if you are still thinking about it. See, Steven says, oh yeah, he was always talking like this. Ace, thank you. Always try respecting everyone, freedom of speech. Well, I just want everybody to know you do not have to respect me. Okay, you guys? Say whatever you want. However you feel is inside of you. It has nothing to do with me. Each and every one of you can say or do whatever you want about me to me, and I will feel nothing about it, just so you guys know. Words cannot affect me, you guys. The only body that heals is the body of Christ, and the only thing that we have is the body of Christ and the blood for forgiveness of sins. Nice. Amazing. So Joe Lyle says Epstein is a campaign. I used to work with 3-letter agencies and the think tank that created the Epstein files, all propaganda. Nice, brother. Amazing. Well, I will say I don't know too much about the situation there, but I do know that most of the people there were adults. There was some people that were underage that were there, I think mostly willingly, even though they probably will say that they weren't now. But man, can we not be as near as concerned about that as these islands of children out there? Mm. Ch- Child trafficking is like, man, I don't know. This is why I don't get into this stuff, man. It's just like what people think is important, and everybody's got something else that they have an agenda for. So I respect you, Toots, and you could beat the S out of me, Toots. So you got fired. No, 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 no. Not only would I not do that, Ace, but, and I appreciate it, and it's very kind words, but I'm just saying that I don't deserve respect. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing that I've done. I am nothing, you guys. I am nothing. I am no one. I don't deserve respect. The only thing I deserve is the opportunity to be forgiven by the Father, to return to God so I can be born again with God's nature. That's the only thing that I deserve. And I only deserve that through faith, through God. He gives me that. Well, of ourselves, we don't deserve it. Of the flesh, we don't deserve it. Pleasing Satan, we don't deserve it. And yet he still gives it to us. Isn't that amazing, you guys? Let's see. Lars said, Jesus to the east and returned, where yet believe God fractured itself into the multiples, where everyone considers themselves a spark of God. When he brought it back, they put him on the cross. Indeed. I think I agree with that. We don't even deserve that, but he grants us that through faith. Indeed, brother. That's right. And yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't even deserve that, except he says I deserve it. Somehow God thinks that we deserve it. So I'll let him do it, man. God bless him. Where they believe God fractured itself into the multiples. I got you. I got you. I got you. Nice. Very interesting stuff, you guys. Very nice. Okay. Well, I think that's about it here. We're gonna wrap this up, you guys. You guys get it. I think you see. So you guys know that um, when you guys think you're intelligent, okay, it's because you want someone else to think you're intelligent. You guys remember that, okay? Always keep that in mind. When we think we're smart or we think we're intelligent, the only reason that we think that is because we're looking for agreement. We want somebody else to think that. And I will just implore you guys to humble yourselves to know that the only reason that you even have knowledge is because of God, and you can have all the knowledge in the world and not have a drop of wisdom if you don't see that. So, you guys, absolutely amazing. Great stuff. I'm so glad that you guys, intelligence is for survival. Okay, Logged. Maybe you didn't catch the conversation earlier, so I'll just go ahead and run over it one more time. I've never said to not have knowledge, but Logged, it's when you identify with it, and it's whenever you think you're intelligent that you will hate somebody if they tell you you're not intelligent. Someone who thinks they're more intelligent will come along and tell you you're stupid. And because you identified with that intelligence, then you are going to be angry. That's all. Gaining knowledge is fine. Don't identify with it, but it's fine. If you want to learn, it's totally fine. Go and learn, yeah. But do not identify with it so that when if someone tells you you are stupid, you don't get mad at them. You can't hate them because they don't know. No one can take the truth away from you guys. If you're smart and you know you're smart and you know you're intelligent, nobody else has to know it. You don't have to tell anybody, you don't have to have approval. No one else has to be in agreement. It's for you to have knowledge. It's between you and God, you guys. So that's it. Nice, amazing, Log. I figured you'd get that, brother. So yeah, it's beautiful stuff, man. And it's just about when people come on, I've noticed a lot lately that people are claiming that, I'm intelligent and they want people to think they're intelligent. I just want people to realize that when they do that and they identify with that, they're setting themselves up to be hurt or be angry or to hate someone. And that's Satan, man. That's in the ego, you guys. So yeah, be smart. Obviously, be smart, you guys. Take care of yourselves and just don't identify with it. Oh, Lan, no, you're fine, brother. Sometimes you were in the right place, right, Lan? You're in the right place. That right there, it's another thought, Lan. That's in the past, dude. It's over. You don't have to think about it for 1 second. I already forgot about it, Lan. Until you mentioned it, I had forgotten, brother. So there's nothing to be sorry for. You're perfect, my friend. You are absolutely perfect. Nice. You're great, Log. Come back and hang out with us, man. We do this pretty much every night, occasionally a couple times a week. Sometimes Sunday, I don't do it for sure. Sunday is my one day off for sure. And occasionally I take another day off if I'm tired or something. We got a lot going on here. We do farmers market, which will be at the farmers. But tomorrow we're gonna have a good one. Log and also do I have people come on with me too. I'm set up to go live with others. We have Discord set up. So if you guys want to come on and fellowship in person, we love to hear, stuff. I would like to hear what you're talking about, so you could speak about it. I know it's a lot easier to speak about it than to type about it. So if you'd like to talk about more of this stuff, anybody, Sojo, Logged, of course, Lan, Ace, any of you guys are more than welcome to go live with me anytime. I can either do it through Discord, or through go live together on YouTube. And if we do go live together, you guys just have to join the Discord so I can send you the link. And then if you don't want to stay in my Discord or whatever, you can leave. But it's just a way for me to send you the link. It's the only way I know of. And that is the link to my Discord is in the bio of the page on my channel, you guys. It's the Habitual Overcomers Discord. The link is on there. So if you guys want to join in the Discord, come in there too, man. We have these conversations there, and then I can talk to you guys one-on-one. Gun, if you want to come in there, I can talk to you guys one-on-one privately. We can go live together. We can have a meeting live or not live. So and it just opens up for more discussions. I have testimony in there that I've done. I also have a very direct, straightforward, basically just instructions of how to return to the Father, and so you can check that out. So yeah, all those things, amazing. Yeah, it is. It's Logged. I can tell you this: it's God working with you, brother. These are the kind of things that we talk about, man. Pinning comments in chat, is that? I'm not sure. Are you asking me to pin comments, or are you saying you are? I don't know. You guys, again, sometimes, and that's why I said it's talking about this stuff. But yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, if you don't, then you can just come here and text. I have several people that don't want to come on, and that's totally fine too, man. I just want everybody to know that you all are welcome. Every single person is welcome here. The only thing that could possibly happen is if we go live and someone starts getting wild, saying crazy stuff, I might have to shut them down on the full live, but I still wouldn't ban them, just so you guys know. They'll still be a part of this if they want to be. I just won't have them on live if they're going to, be vulgar or disgusting on there. But other than that, man, this is open. This is about fellowship. It's about God, and it's about everybody having the opportunity. Well, you said unsure about how to share. Yeah, it won't. I can't pin it. So to share the link to the chat, it won't let me put it in chat for some reason. Logged. We tried that. I can't copy it and pin it in this chat. It comes up as an unclickable link for some reason. So the only way, if I have a phone number, obviously I can send it to you in a message, like if you have a fake number, like those text me apps or something, I could send it on there. But yeah, that's the only way that I can do it. I tried posting here and it's an unclickable link, man. So I don't get it. So we'll try and work on it. Log, if you know some secrets, man, come back and talk to us and try and help me out, man. I appreciate the help on any of this stuff. I am not computer savvy, you guys. In fact, someone else completely made the Discord. I take no credit for that other than I'm in there trying to give you guys, the same in there that we do here. So The Californian, what's up, my friend? Sorry you showed up just in time. We're shutting it down, man. We're just ending here. So, hello, though. Welcome. And I hope you guys all come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a very interesting night. We're going to have, I think, multiple guests. So, if you guys want to get on and get involved with that, feel free to come and get involved. Let's see. Sojo says, chat, I appreciate everybody in here. God bless you and prosper everyone in here and everything that you put your hands onto. Amen. God bless you, Sojo. Hey, man, great conversation tonight, all you guys. Really deep stuff. Absolutely beautiful. And you know, you guys, you are all welcome here all the time, man. This is just fellowship. So um, I think it's important for all of us to be able to have this open conversation, have civil discord, and at the end of it, even if we don't agree on everything, not hate each other, man, and just show that we can have love in all of this. Thank you, California. God bless you too, brother. Amazing. I thought for sure my links are not clickable unless I verify on YouTube. Yeah, so I'm not sure, man. I'm verified for sure. I've done everything. I mean, I get all my stuff through ads and everything. So I'm all monetized and verified. I don't know. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Cool. Nice. From Canada, the Californian from Canada. Oh, does that mean you're from Halifax? Any chance? Very cool. All right, cool. Come back and talk to us anytime, man. You guys come in whenever you want, man. Join, like I said, join the Discord, like and subscribe. Subscribe if you want to come hang out with us. I mean, I don't normally ask you guys to do a lot of that stuff or donate or anything. You guys do it if you want to, man. I don't come on here for that. I come on the fellowship and point you guys back to the Father, and that's it. The rest of the stuff, if I get it within that, then it's fine. I do know that the more likes we get, the more people we get in here to for the conversation. So I see chat settings can block links for you already checked. Yeah, no, well, I'm gonna check more for sure. I've been through the chat settings. Like some links I think are fine. We can post links to like channels, to other people's channels, my friends' channels and stuff. But for some reason that go live link, it's just weird. It's just a different link or something. Cool, man. Well, God bless you guys. All right. I love each and every one of you, man. I appreciate all you guys being here. And we will see you guys tomorrow. If not during the day, then tomorrow evening for fellowship. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Much love. Peace.